Sunshine returns to Lowell Park for the 28th game of the CCBL regular season. Kets are back at home following a two-game road stint. Just about a couple hours before first pitch at Lowell Park, a 5 p.m. first pitch. I'm Liam Ervin. This is Brooke, Killgore, the Kettleers pregame show. Brooke, let's go back to last night first, though. A game at Wareham at Spillane Field, and sneakily one of the biggest games of the year for the Kets.
Yeah, you talk about it. If you drop that game to Wareham, you drop to 5th overall in the West Division, and that's one spot out of playoff contention just a couple of weeks from now, if you can believe it. Entering game 28, the Cotuit Kettleers taking on the Wareham Gatemen. It was an 8-4 victory, but started out a little slow. The Kets then getting 3 straight scoring innings of work there, and you have to credit the pitching staff as well in that end. Jacob Burnham going 5 innings straight, only giving up 2 hits. Limited walks, too, was a big story of that game. The free passes really getting the Kettleers going, and Dawson Park was also phenomenal. We'll get to him in just a sec.
Yeah, only allowed 1 run. It was not earned. It was a J.J. Moran error that eventually led to a run for the Gatemen. And the offense did just enough. One of those big key guys in the lineup yesterday was Dawson Park. He's moved all over the lineup. He was in the 3 spot yesterday, and he just stayed hot at the plate. A simple approach, mashing baseballs all over the field and finding a way to get on base. He was on base all 5 times yesterday, and he scored in 3 of those tries.
Yeah, you mentioned the 3 runs that he had as well. The 3 singles, putting it both in center field towards the left, at shortstops left and right, getting himself going. He was crucial when it came to the Kettleers scoring runs. Aiden Aguayo would be brought in first. You have a lot of good momentum coming out of Dawson Park's bat, and the Kettleers really utilizing that. 3 runs of his own, 2 walks, and 3 hits.
Well, no rest for the weary tonight. It's another big contest tonight against the Falmouth Commodores. It's the 4th time these two teams will face off in the month of July, and it's a big one. The winner will get the 3 spot. Grady Bivens, the starter tonight for the Kettleers.
Yeah, the teams are tied up with the same exact record. Ties, wins, and losses, 10-15 and 2 overall. The 3rd spot, pushing yourself up. We mentioned it yesterday. You get the win against the Gatemen. You keep yourself out of last place. Now you can jump all the way up to 3rd. Falmouth Commodores nipping at the heels of the Kettleers. They do have the series record so far. You're looking to brush them off here today.
Big one just a couple hours away. But why tell you about Dawson Park's performance when we can hear from him firsthand? The 3rd member of our crew, Carson Mercier, is fieldside before the game tonight. Sunshine and blue skies fall over Lowell Park as 2 West Division opponents with identical records face off in the final game before the All-Star break. It's Friday, July 17th. Big implications tonight for the 4th time of the 2026 regular season. It's the home Cotuit Kettleers battling off against the visiting Falmouth Commodores. I'm Liam Ervin, joined alongside by my trusty partners, Carson Mercier, Brooke, Killgore. Last night, kind of opposites for either team. An 8-4 victory for the Kettleers to keep them at bay in the 4th spot of the West Division and currently in playoff contention. For the Commodores, it was a 3rd straight loss, a 5-2 defeat against Harwich. They are now holding on to the third spot in the CCBL West. The winner of tonight's contest will jump up to that third spot right before the All-Star game at White House Field on Saturday. I'd like to welcome in my partners now, Carson, Mercier, Brooke, Killgore. Carson, let's talk a little bit more about last night. It was a complete game for the Kettleers. In particular, the pitching staff did its thing.
Yeah, and it started with Jacob Burnham, who went 5 innings, just 2 hits. The soft-tossing lefty had all his pitches working. He's gotten better appearance after appearance, and then in this start was great. Only 2 strikeouts, never going to miss a lot of barrels, but when you're getting weak contact, weak ground balls like he was, so what, right? You'll take 5 innings of a 1-run ball 10 times out of 10. Tyler Finkbeiner came in 2 2/3 innings. I think he probably just got left in a little bit too long, if I'm being honest, because he looked really good and gave up 3 runs in that last inning of work with that last out. A little bit of a struggle there towards the end. Struck out 2, walked 3, but 2 of those walks coming in 1 inning. His last inning of work. Hayes Melville got 1 out. Eli Buxton slammed the door shut, a couple of strikeouts. He continues to be very good. Picked up his 2nd save of this summer, a team high, tied for a team high, 2 saves. That's good stuff. And yeah, the pitching staff locked it down against an offense that had been swinging fairly well over the last week or so. So it's a big win over the number 5 team in the West, the Wareham Gatemen, 8-4 the final.
Brooke, tonight it's big implications for the 3 spot in the West Division. It's the 4th time that the Kettleers and Commodores have faced off this season. 4th time in the month of July, so a lot of action, a familiar squad across the diamond for the Kets. What can you expect out of tonight's game?
Can expect a lot of consistency. The Kettleers bats finally getting themselves out of that interesting jam that we saw the past couple of games where the hits didn't really match the runs and you're stranding runners on base. Had 9 against Wareham yesterday, and Jesse DiMaggio and JJ Moran coming in clutch to drive in a couple towards the end of that stretch when Wareham put up 3 towards the end of that game. So trying to put your bats to paper, get your guys situated on base, and then bring them on home. Falmouth, though, is nipping at the bud. They're seeing their 3rd place spot up in contention for the first time. Both teams having a 10-15-2 record. So Falmouth not wanting to drop any lower than they need to. Kettleers have a chance here to overtake the Commodores.
Commodores led by Jack Dahm. He will meet first-year head coach Rob Cooper at home plate with our umpiring crew tonight. Let's roll into our keys, our Kets keys to the game tonight on this Friday night contest. Fireworks after the game. Grady Bivens is the starter. I think that has to do with your key, Carson.
Yeah, my key is backup Biv, right? He's been really, really good this summer, making his 6th start today. He has allowed 9 earned runs in his 6 starts. He's been fantastic. That's 21 2/3 innings pitched for the right-hand pitcher, recently committed to Troy. The offense has scored 8 runs in games that he has pitched. 8 runs, 5 games. Not so great. Back him up. Give him some run support. Let him cook and get him a win. He does not yet have one on the summer.
Yeah, it's something we've talked about, but he's 0-3 on the season. Really doesn't feel like he's pitched to an 0-3 record. He's had a couple really long appearances. In fact, one of the longest all season for a Kettleers starter, 5 1/3 innings pitched. For now, that is the longest a Kets pitcher has gone this year. To the offensive side, Brooke, it relates to leaving runners in scoring position.
Yeah, I hinted at it a little bit before we jump to the keys of the game, but the Kettleers so far are averaging about 7 runners on base stranded over the past 6 games. The highest coming against Bourne just a couple of days ago, 11 there. That 6-0 loss against Brewster, 5 runners left on, which is, good average number there, but you want to try and drive these guys in. A lot of these runners, 8 against Hyannis, which you had a 1-score game against the Harbor Hawks that was really tight, and you had to bring in Eli Buxton to finish out a game that had a couple runners left on for the Harbor Hawks. You want to get guys in motion. Back up Biv, like Carson just said. Get your guys running from base to base and bring them on in. And mentioned earlier, Jesse DiMaggio, JJ Moran, Dawson Park, all having good RBI days yesterday. Keep the momentum going up and add more hits to the board.
We've got lineups, coaches, umpires, all that and more coming up after the Star-Spangled Banner. We'll take a step aside and return after the anthem. 79th season at Lowell Park for the Kettleers, 250th anniversary of the country on the 4th of July. That was right here at Lowell Park. A matchup between these two squads today. Commodores and Kettleers coming your way shortly. Let's take a look at what the Falmouth Commodores have to offer on the offensive side of things. It's a familiar lineup, a couple of new additions. Starting things off at the top for the Doors, Fabio Peralta, a guy who's had a hit in every game against the Kettleers. He's been the leadoff man, true for the Commodores. In the 2 spot, Braden Jeffries, Carter White behind him. A.J. Putty, a newer face to the Commodores. He made his debut against these very Kettleers back on the 4th. Ben Slinker, Ty Konis, Dallas Brooks, Drew Turpins, a new guy that the Kettleers haven't seen yet, and Gavin Greger, the 9 spot, rounding out the Commodores lineup. As the Kettleers take the field, it's number 37, Grady Bivens, getting the start tonight. And Carson, you hinted at it, but the numbers have been solid from the righty out of Eckerd College.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it, he is 0-3, but throw that aside, right? Who cares when he's thrown as efficiently as he has? Making his 6th start, over 20 innings pitched for the right-hander. Not a whole lot of strikeouts, right? That's not his game. He's going to pitch to contact. He's going to get weak contact. The fastball, the sinker, the cutter, the sweeper, the changeup, the curveball. He's got all of those pitches working, and when he does, he is lights out, and should be a good matchup for him. He's going to be pitching against this Falmouth team for the first time this summer. Starts against Bourne, Brewster, Whitey, Wareham, and Brewster again. So looking for a win next to his name as the summer continues on.
The first 2 games, the Commodores tacked on 24 runs against the Kettleers pitching staff. Bivens was not a part of that, but looking to silence the bats of the Commodores. Last time out was a win for the Kettleers, 8-2. And that was the first victory of the season against the Commodores. Grady Bivens coming into today, you see it 0-3 on the season, but not really a tell for how he's been this season. 21 2/3 innings pitched, 3.74 ERA. He recently committed to Troy. Obviously, they had such a run this season. A promising arm will head over to the Trojans, who made it to Omaha this season. Fabio Peralta, Braden Jeffries, Carter White due up to start the top of the first inning. Brooke, run us through the defense behind Bivens.
Yesterday's game, Ryan Taransky saw a little bit of time, but now he's out in left field. Some left to right, Isaac Sturgis backing him in center, Landon Beaver on the right, Ryan Taransky on left. From third to first, J.J. Moran, Dawson Park, Noah Okoye, and Jake Hanley. And catching today, Jesse DiMaggio getting his first start behind the backstop there in a couple of games. Happy to see him return. He's gotten to see a couple of guys like Ty Bellin and Brady Chrisman step up to bat, but now 26 takes his rightful place behind the plate.
Will Plattner is back in the lineup tonight. The grass is green, the lines are painted, and the Kettleers are ready for baseball as Peralta hacks through a fastball at 91 miles per hour on the outside corner. We're underway from Lowell Park. Again, the 4th matchup between the Commodores and Kettleers. All of them have been in the month of July. Bivens' pitch is outside, a check swing from Peralta. He did go around, according to the third base umpire, Keith Peterson. Joe Gravino will be your crew chief tonight behind the plate. Will Bowers at first base and Peterson at third. 0-2 count quickly to Peralta. Bivens winds and deals. Pitch is tapped foul down the right field line. Peralta's had a good summer. Good enough to deem him an all-star. 220 batting average, 6 RBIs, 18 of 82. And like we mentioned earlier, he's gotten a hit every time he's played these Kettleers. Been in the leadoff spot all 3 times before. 1-2 is in the dirt. It's 2-2. Pardon me, 1-2 to Peralta.
Well, it took Fabio Peralta until the 9th inning the last time these two teams faced off to get a hit. Jonathan Edelman strike him out a couple of times. He would only get a walk in the 3rd before singling in the 9th.
The 1-2 home. Fouls it off. Fabio is known for his long at-bats. He had a 10-pitcher right here at Lowell Park the last time these two teams faced off. It's 1-2. We'll do it over. Pitch is fouled off again. Good at bat for the leadoff man, Fabio Peralta, the rising junior out of Miami, hitting lefty. Behind him, Braden Jeffries, Carter White. First matchup was a 14-11 win for the Commodores. 1-2, spikes it in the dirt. He didn't go around. Close call again for Peralta. This time he holds back. It's evened at 2 apiece.
Yeah, nice breaking ball. Almost got Peralta to go. He has struck out a handful of times this year. So you can get him to chase. You can get him to expand. Not quite this time. Maybe fastball upstairs.
He did go with the fastball at 93 miles per hour. It misses on the inner half. It's a full count, 3-2 to Fabio Peralta. First matchup was at Gov Fuller Field on the 3rd of July, a 14-11 win for the Commodores. As the full count pitch runs outside, it's ball 4. What an at-bat from the leadoff man, Fabio Peralta. A walk to start off the ball game with nobody down. Leadoff man gets on.
Yeah, not only a walk, but he was down in that at-bat 1-2. Fights all the way back, draws ball 4. Not the way Bivens would have liked to start, but you got another lefty. Maybe roll up a ground ball, double play, get you out of the inning.
It's Braden Jeffries, Michigan Wolverine. Takes on the inside corner for strike 1. It's been one of the things Bivens has improved on, especially the past 3 outings. First pitch strikes. It's kind of the issue in his first couple of appearances. He walked 5 hitters in his first start against Bourne. The 0-1 is just low. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Jeffries. So again, first matchup was on July 3rd. Second one was a back-to-back on the 4th at Lowell Park following the parade festivities. A 10-6 loss for the Kettleers. Most recently, an 8-2 victory. Bivens skips one in the dirt. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to the 2-hitter, Braden Jeffries. The All-Star game is tomorrow. Quite a few of these guys on either squad will be in attendance, including the whole left side of the infield for the Kettleers and the second baseman, Coy. Bivens checks back to first base. For Falmouth, they've got a handful of selections as well. A lot of position guys. 5 of them. Jeffries fists one to center. It'll stay in the yard. Sturgis is camped and has it for the first out of the ball game. Well, obviously a lot of history between these two squads already this season, and head coach Rob Cooper, even more for him. He's facing off against his son across the way. He's the assistant coach for the Commodores. Coach Cooper in his first season as a Kettleers head coach, trying to surpass the record from last year heading into the All-Star break. Almost identical to what it is now for the Kettleers. Pitch misses out at 10-15-2.
Yeah, last year 11-15-2 heading into the All-Star break. Pick up a win, match it, get hot in the second half. Abbreviated second half.
The 1-0 pitch is a slider inside. 2 balls and no strikes to the lefty, Carter White. White's hit .333 in his 8 games played with the Commodores. 7 RBIs, 2 doubles, a walk, 6 strikeouts. Back to first base, checking on Peralta. It's a smart decision. He's got 11 stolen bases on the season. White in the box, recently transferred from North Florida to Mississippi State. The 2-0 pitch. Bivens right down Main Street for strike 1. Well, you're right, Carson. It's not exactly like the MLB All-Star game. Not a a midpoint of the season. In fact, it's kind of the end stretch of the year. Playoff picture getting decided in the month of July. Pitch is low and inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. The constant throughout the first half, though, has been the West Division is wide open.
Sure is. I mean, there's still so much that could happen with 12-ish games to go. It's YD, and the East is pretty much clinched.
Peralta takes off. It won't matter. It's ball 4. Second walk for Bivens. Runners on first and second with 1 down in the top of the first.
And I think YD could lose out and still make the playoffs. So they clinched yesterday, actually. So, yeah, they could. Obviously, they've got different plans, but the West, you're right. Bourne only up by 3 wins on Cotuit. A lot could happen, right? Get hot. Got some games coming up against Bourne. A lot could happen in the month of July.
Well, it's also an interesting point in the year just because you've got so much turnover on the roster as well. These two teams faced off on the 3rd of July. It's already a handful of guys who have either left the team or have been replaced by newer guys. So a lot of new faces. This last stretch is really where you figure out the type of team you have in the month of July. Again, this game tonight is for the 3 spot in the West Division going into the All-Star break. Both Commodores and Kettleers with an identical 10, 15, and 2 record. Early mound visit for Bivens. He'll fire after, and Putty fouls one off.
Well, and last year, too, the Kettleers were in an opposite situation of the YD Red Sox. This year, the last game of the season on August 3rd against the Falmouth Commodores decided whether the Kets would continue. Kets would win out in that game. In a late push there, and Harwich would lose, so the Kets did find their way in.
Bivens misses outside again. His command has been shaky to start tonight. Usually not a great tell for the righty. Again, has only allowed 9 runs on the year, but the walks have ticked up a bit. Buddy takes on the corner for strike 2. It's 1-2 to the cleanup man in the Commodores lineup. A.J. Putty out of Illinois, 240 batting average, 3 RBIs on the year. He's got a chance for at least 1 more on second base. Peralta has speed, a single to the outfield. You assume he'd get the wave around and try to score. He's dancing off second now. Bivens didn't realize pitch to the plate. He got him swinging at the plate, but Peralta moves to third on a stolen bag, his 12th on the season.
He had that stolen pretty much immediately, and Bivens never noticed. No one from the Kets dugout noticed. He swiped it with ease, went standing into third base. And now with 2 outs, the mentality for Bivens has to be, so what? Get a ground ball, and you are out of this thing.
It's the first strikeout of the day for Grady Bivens. Make that his 10th on the season. First pitch to Slinker is at the knees for strike 1.
He wasn't scared to do it the last time these two teams met up. Put up 2 against Kettleers' pitching staff. Jonathan Adelman on the mound for at least 1 of those. He's going to run if he has the chance.
Yeah, early offense has been a constant for the Commodores against the Kettleers. Bivens just a hair off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Commodores scored 5 in the bottom of the first inning, the first 2 times these teams faced off. The second matchup, they scored 2 in the second. The 1-1 pitch is right there for strike 2. Bivens just reached double-digit strikeouts. He's 1 strike away from picking up his 11th on the year and 2nd in the ballgame. Runners on the corners, 2 down. Top of the first inning at Lowell Park. Friday night before the All-Star break. Bivens set, fires. Pitch is lined into left center field. It'll fall for a hit. Peralta scores over to second. Scoots Carter White. It's a 1-0 ball game. Commodores continue the early offense and draw blood first.
That lead-off walk comes back to burn Grady Bivens. All right, that walk to Peralta just can't happen to start the ball game, and it's a 1-0 early lead for the Commodores, who have applied pressure early, like you said, Liam. And they're not done quite yet.
Time is granted to the hitter Ty Konis. He's an all-star as well. .212 batting average, 16 RBIs, and 2 homers. Highest on the Cape is 19, so Konis is tied for 4th as he swings through a cutter, it looked like, at 92 miles per hour. It's a guy the Kettleers know all too well about. 0-1 pitch. Pops one foul and out of play down the right field line. Over the first base dugout of the Commodores. That's where they're housed today. Kettleers in the classic third base dugout. Their home dugout at Lowell Park. (0-2) with runners on first and second. Bivens fires. Weak contact on the ground. It'll stay 0-2 for Ty Konis.
A lot of pitches in this first inning for Grady Bivens. He has had to work very, very hard. Next pitch will be number 29. No, pardon, 30. 30 first pitch, or first inning pitches. It's a lot. On a hot day, too.
Here's the 30th. Slider fouls it down the line. Bieber's running on, might have a play. He doesn't. Kettleers with a massive win last night against the Gatemen, 8-4. They had 8 hits in that ball game, backed by their starter Jacob Burnham, who didn't give up a run until the bottom of the 4th. It wasn't earned. It's going to be a different result today for the starting pitching staff for the Kettleers. Bivens just a hair off the plate. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, and since July 3rd, the Falmouth Commodores hadn't scored in the first inning against Kettleers' pitching staff. Today marks the first time they've broken that streak.
It's 1-2 and 2 down. Runners on first and second. The pitch. Pops it up, foul again. Another battle from a Commodores hitter, and the pitch count continues to click up for Grady Bivens.
You could kind of see him take his hat off after that last one and just say, come on, man. When is this going to end? It's foul ball after foul ball. Nothing more frustrating than that.
1-2. Pops this one into fair territory. Beaver fending over towards the line and makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Commodores find 1 run in the top of the 1st at Lowell Park. 4th meeting between the 2 teams. This one will decide the 3rd spot in the West Division. Don't go anywhere. Cape League TV and the Kettleers Digital Network has you covered through the next 8.5. The Kettleers welcome ZoomInfo.com as a premium sponsor for the 2026 season. Smart businesses use ZoomInfo. It leverages data to unlock useful insights, and it allows you to know who to reach out to and how to reach them so you can grow your business. Unlock insights, engage customers, and win faster with ZoomInfo.
Proudly serving Cape Cod, Plymouth, and the South Shore since 1927, Paul J. Cazalt & Sons are here to solve your roofing, siding, and gutter needs. They also offer window replacement, rotten trim repair, deck resurfacing, and many other exterior improvements. Get in touch with the experts at Cazalt Roofing and Siding by calling 508-428-1177 or head to their website at cazalt.com, spelled CAZEAULT.com.
Hey Kets fans, this is Brady Chrisman, catcher and outfield from Mississippi State. You're listening to Kettleers Baseball on Cape League TV.
One run on one hit, no errors, 2 left on base for the Commodores offense in the top of the first. They'll take the field for the home half of the first and face a lineup that looks like this. Noah Coy at the top, the All-Star selection. Behind him, another All-Star in Dawson Park. He reached base all 5 times last night. Jake Hanley in the 3 spot, found a first hit after a slump in the month of July. J.J. Moran, an all-star in the cleanup spot tonight, playing third base back at the hot corner. Landon Beaver behind him, another all-star, followed by another all-star, Jesse DiMaggio. They've got a lot of them in the lineup today, do the Kettleers. Isaac Sturgis, Will Plattner back in the lineup following his stint on the 7-day IL, and Ryan Taransky to round out the lineup. They'll have to face the lefty arm in his debut with the Commodores, Christian Aiello.
Yeah, Christian Aiello out of Ryder, the rising grad student. He's a lefty, 5'11", 190. It's his first game with the Falmouth Commodores, and he spent some time with the Burlington Sock Puppets. For that, he led the Appalachian League with 39 strikeouts before leaving that end. Coming out of college, he had an 8-3 record, 21 appearances, 3 starts, so he's used to being on the mound for a brief stint of time. 3.64 ERA across 54 and 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 45 hits. He's got 22 walks and 71 Ks, so look for the strike zone to be pounded here today.
Kettleers have hit well against left-handed pitchers, especially starters. They've got a .242 batting average on the season. That's good for 3rd in the league as Coy takes inside. But actually against left-handed pitchers, they're 1-6 this season overall. So the offense has been there, just haven't been able to play a complete game against a lefty. Kind of an interesting stat.
Isn't it? Isn't it really weird? Baseball's an interesting game.
You'd think, obviously, that as Coy lines one right into the glove of the first baseman, Putty. Loud contact for the first out for Aiello.
He's been nonstop so far this season. Noah Coy's been a guy that's hard to limit as he goes over to Dawson Park and lets him know what's going on as he steps up to the plate. Noah Coy's a guy that you can't silence. He's got the best batting average on the team with a .362 across 19 games. Dawson Park will look to pick up what he left.
Dawson Park due up the 2-hitter. Takes on the corner for strike 1. So technically Noah Coy does not have a qualified batting average due to his at-bats, which feels crazy considering the amount of games he's played in, hitting .362. Here's Park behind him, .286. Carson, you talked to him pregame.
He is a happy camper right now on the Cape.
Park fouls one back. It's 1-2 to the 2-hitter in the lineup for the Kettleers.
Sticking to the process, he's been one of those consistent guys. Has Dawson Park his 20th game. Still waiting for him to put one over the wall. He's got the power to do it. It's going to happen soon.
It sure does. Sure does.
It's going to happen soon.
Texas State, 13 long balls this season. Swings through one here, and he's retired for the second out of the inning. First punch out of the Commodores' career for Aiello. 2 up, 2 down to start the bottom of the first.
Well, Aiello, when you get him going, had a near 12 strikeout per 9 innings ratio with the Broncos this past spring. By far one of the best out of all of the pitching staff. So when he gets going, he will command.
Henley takes on the corner for strike 1. He was in a big slump in the month of July going into yesterday's game. Somewhat broke through as he fouls this one off. 1 for 4, scored a run, walked. He also had another productive at-bat where he lined one right at the shortstop. Talked to him after the game. I said, hey, man, you got a hit. Way to go. He pumped his fists. He's recognized in the month of July that he hasn't had his best stuff, but he's been hitting the baseball hard, just getting unlucky.
You gotta feel bad for him a little bit because even in yesterday's game, he hit a ball right back up the middle. The shortstop was caught. Hit multiple balls hard, but it was good to see one through. See one down. 1-for-4 day for him. Scored a run.
A yellow home. He blew it by Hanley with 87 miles per hour at the top of the zone. Commodores aren't known for their strikeouts. They're dead last in the CCBL, but Aiello picks up 2 in the bottom of the first. It's a 1-0 ball game. We'll head to the top of the second inning at Lowell Park on the Kettleers Digital Network.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Top of the second inning with blue skies at Lowell Park. The wildfire smoke has trailed through the Cape and in the village of Cotuit. It's a 1-0 ball game in the top of the second inning. Grady Bivens worked around some trouble back in the first. He walked 2, gave up a hit. 1 run came across to score, and now we're here in the top of the second inning. Dallas Brooks, Drew Turpins, and Gavin Gregor due up for the Commodores.
How about a quick one? How about a quick 8-pitch inning?
Bivens has been working through a high pitch count. He threw 33 pitches in the first inning. That's compared to Aiello's 13. 20 more for Bivens. Pitch runs inside. It almost hit Brooks. It's 2 balls and no strikes. It's pretty crazy that almost the entire infield, including the catcher, will be at White House Field tomorrow for the All-Star game. Home Run Derby participant Brady Chrisman not in the lineup tonight. As quickly 3-0 is Dallas Brooks.
8-pitch inning could be tough. Not impossible, though. Not impossible whatsoever.
Might need the green light put on in a 3-0 count for Dallas Brooks. See if he gets it. Bivens home. He does not. It's outside. It's ball 4.
That's 3. 3 for Grady Bivens on the start. Remember, he walked 5 in that first start of the summer, but since then hasn't walked more than 4. Did that once.
Drew Turpins due up in his first time facing off against the Kettleers. He's in his 3rd game this season. Takes inside. He's 1 for 6, a 167 batting average. Out of Mount Mercy College. Bivens has thrown 5 straight balls. He goes back to first base to check on Brooks. Solid attendance at Lowell Park per usual on a Friday night, a 5 p.m. first pitch start. Pitch is fisted off the hands to Moran at third. He goes the easy way to second base. And Turpins will reach on a fielder's choice. 1 down, recorded, though, in the top of the second.
Yeah, J.J. Moran had a lot of spin to deal with on that one. Scooped it up, fired a missile over to Coy, and sometimes it's great to just secure the 1 out. Got the 9-man up. Guy with a lot of pitches. Maybe get another ground ball. Roll it up again. Why not?
It's Gavin Gregor, the lefty. Transferred from Bryant to Rutgers this year. Squares bunt and pulls it back. It's right down the middle. Bivens working on a high pitch count already. Four arms saw action yesterday. Melville was only in for 2 batters. Bivens strides, and it's upstairs. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to the 9-man. Fabio Peralta on deck. Hey, there's fireworks after the game today.
Yeah, 13 days after the 4th of July.
Yeah, I was going to say, these 2 teams played on the 4th, too. But hey, maybe a celebration heading into the All-Star break.
I don't think one of us up here, though, is very excited. A little
That's
nervous.
not true.
A little nervous.
It's a joke.
If I remember correctly.
It's a joke.
I don't think they'll fire them all at once, Carson.
The 1-1. Slaps one up the middle. Park has the chance for 2. Coy on to first. Scooped out by Hanley. It's a double play. 6-4-3 to end the inning. Top of the second concludes. The leadoff walk is erased. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. A bounce back frame for Grady Bivens in the top of the second. We'll head to the home half of the second here on the Kettleers Digital Network. 1-0 Commodores on top of the Kettleers.
A Generac generator from Mercier delivers more than reliable backup power. It delivers peace of mind. Peace of mind that comes from knowing our expert technicians, knowledgeable staff, and emergency service team are here when you need us most. As one of New England's leading Generac generator dealers, RCA provides a 10-year warranty and regular maintenance services to ensure your home stays protected. RCA, powering your peace of mind.
Kettleers Baseball is brought to you in part by Mid-Cape Oral Surgeons, the maxillofacial surgery and dental implant center of South Yarmouth. Doctors Theoritis, Meyer, and Sarapak are the Cape's leading experts on oral biopsies, wisdom teeth extractions, and dental implant reconstructive surgery. Call 508-398-6055 to schedule an appointment. We thank Mid-Cape Oral Surgeons for their support of the Kettleers.
Cats fans, this is Chase Vandermeed, right-handed pitcher from Notre Dame, and we're grateful for all your support this summer. Let's get back to the ballpark on Cape League TV.
It's the bottom of the second at Lowell Park on the 17th of July. 2 squads in the 4th matchup between the 2 teams facing off. Commodores have bested the Kettleers twice before the most recent time in which the Kettleers picked up a victory. That was back on Wednesday, July 8th, about a week and 2 days later, as J.J. Moran leads off the bottom of the second. Moran followed by Beaver and DiMaggio. Rips the first pitch into the right center field gap. Peralta's chasing over, and he makes a solid play on the run.
Some good wood from the 2026 CCBL All-Star. Going out to right center, shooting it that way. But right into the glove, Fabio Peralta.
Minimal wind today. That was an issue last night at Spillane Field. Wind was whipping. Beaver takes high and away. Got the night off last night. Played against Brewster on the 15th. 0 for 2, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He's also an All-Star, as he takes a breaking ball down the chute for strike 1. Beaver did not play the last time these 2 teams faced off. He homered the first time, though, at Gov Fuller Field. He's got a 2-1 count to him. And he rips one the other way to left field. Chasing over is White, and he has it on the run. 2 loud outs in the bottom of the second, but Iola will take it.
Yeah, that's 3 well-struck baseballs on the game for the Cats. Noah Coy to start the line out to first. Fly ball by JJ. Fly ball by Landon. Some good swings, no luck to show for it. But you keep putting swings on like that's only a matter of time.
Christian Aiello back out for his second inning for the Commodores. First pitch to DiMaggio. He'll take all the way as a strike finds the zone. Carter White made the play in left field. Fabio Peralta, the first one in center. And Gavin Greger in right field. 0-1 is outside. Braden Jeffries at the hot corner today. Drew Turpins and Ty Konis up the middle. A.J. Putty, Dallas Brooks behind the dish. The battery with Aiello. 1-1 to Jesse. In the zone, 1-2. Making quick work is Aiello.
Yeah, he's just living ahead right now. He's only got to a 2-ball count a couple of times. It's 0-2, 1-2 for the lefty.
Jesse swings through a fastball at 87 miles per hour. It's the third punch out of the day for the Commodores left-hander. He's gone 6 up, 6 down to start this ball game. It'll stay 1-0 as we head to the top of the third. But head coach Rob Cooper in a big one today, facing off against his son across the way. Commodores with an equal record. We'll send it down to Brooke Killgore, who's field side with head coach Rob Cooper.
Hey, thanks, guys. Brooke Killgore alongside head coach Rob Cooper. Coach, it's the 4th time these two teams have faced off, and your son is just situated right there across the way. Were there any hard feelings this time, considering you guys won last?
No hard feelings. Shoot, they still have the 2-1 advantage, so we got to even it up here so I can feel like we're moving in the right direction in the household.
We'll have to see if you guys have to buy dinner tonight. But, Coach, you talk a little bit about Grady Bivens' performance. You're giving him the nod once again. He had to toss 42 pitches across the first 2. How do you best support him when he's got those long innings?
Yeah, you know what I mean. You gotta let him go back out and compete, and he's fighting. And there's gonna be days where pitchers don't have everything working for him, and so he's out there working, trying to find a way to get people out and attack the zone. And he settled down that second inning, so I look for that to continue.
Final question for you. Tomorrow is the All-Star game. You've got all 5 position players playing out there tonight. How exciting is it for you to have 5 of them on the squad?
Yeah, I'm excited for those guys, right? I mean, there's a lot of really, really good players that have played in the Cape that never made the All-Star team. And so for those guys to be able to say that they're All-Stars plus the 2 pitchers is something that they'll be able to say for the rest of their lives. And I think that's really, really cool, and it's exciting for Cotuit.
All right, thank you so much for your time, Coach. Back to you guys.
7 All-Star selections for the Kettleers this year. 1 Home Run Derby participant. And you're right, Brooke. All 5 of them are in the lineup today. You see Dawson Park flipping to Noah Coy, flipping to J.J. Moran. All 3 of those guys are all-stars. We're in the top of the third at Lowell Park. It's a 1-0 ball game. Falmouth on top of Cotuit as Grady Bivens back out to the mound and Fabio Peralta back to the top of the Commodores lineup.
Look to make quick work this time.
Well, you were almost spot on last frame. You asked for an 8-pitch inning. You got a 9-pitch inning as Peralta hacks one back.
I stay watching replays. Just couldn't quite recall. 8 or 9, what's the difference anyway?
You saw the future on that one.
Of course. Duh.
Peralta's had a hit every game against the Kettleers. Takes high. He scored a run in 2 out of the 3, make it 3 out of the 4 after he came across home plate back in the first. 33 pitches for Bivens in the first inning, just 9 in the second. His third of the inning. Yanks it inside. Commodores kind of had a big team aspect to last night's loss. There was an intervention, according to the Commodore staff, about a meeting with the team. Jack Dahm gathered up the doors and talked to them. His message was practically the importance of enjoying the game of baseball. Peralta lines one to center. Sturgis runs over to his right and has it. They've been on a 3-game losing streak. It's a good start to the month of July for them. Part of that was 2 wins against the Kettleers. They lost on the first to YD. And then had a stretch where they went 2-0-1 against Hyannis, Bourne, and Brewster. The past 4, though, have been losses. Wareham on Monday, Hyannis on Tuesday, Bourne on Wednesday, and last night a loss to Harwich at home.
They were starting to set themselves up pretty nice to take top spot in the West, but yeah, it's been a little bit of a struggle. It's hard to enjoy baseball sometimes when you're hitting into loud outs. Weak contact has fallen. That's kind of been the case for Falmouth. Weak contact has fallen for the opposing team. Kind of been the case.
Bivens produces weak contact on the ground to Coy, who fields and throws to first base. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the 3rd inning for Grady Bivens. Yes, Coach Jack Dom put it, the Doors didn't have enough, quote, shake and bake. Trying to find their swagger out on the baseball field. It's the attitude that they had. And last night it was a loss, but the energy felt there. As White hacks one on the ground to Coy. He'll have the second try of the inning. Fires on the run. Close play at first. Hanley's foot stayed on the bag. It's out 3. A 1-2-3 in the top of the 3rd inning for Grady Bivens. Home half of the 3rd coming up next. It's 1-0. Cats trying to answer offensively after going 6 up, 6 down. Coming up next on the Kettleers Digital Network. Want to give your kids an experience they'll never forget? That's what our Kettleers clinics are all about. Kids ages 6 to 18 will have the opportunity to learn the fundamentals of baseball and the importance of sportsmanship from some of the top college baseball players in the country. Youth baseball clinics begin the week of June 22nd and end the week of July 20th, and sessions are held from 9 to 11:30 each day. The advanced baseball clinics run from July 27th to the 31st. Head to the Kettleers website for more information.
A generator, peace of mind that comes from knowing our expert technicians, knowledgeable staff, and emergency service team are here when you need us most. As one of New England's leading Generac generator dealers, RCA provides a 10-year warranty and regular maintenance services to ensure your home stays protected. RCA, powering your peace of mind.
Hey Cotuit fans, this is Jackson Yarberry, right-handed pitcher from Indiana University. This is your home for the Kettleers baseball all summer long. Catch all the action from Lowell Park and on the road right here in Cape League TV.
'28th game of the CCBL regular season, arguably the biggest for the Kettleers and Commodores, fighting for the 3rd spot in the West Division. Winner will take the 3rd spot before the 2 off days, the All-Star break, heading up tomorrow and Sunday. 7, 8, 9, and the Kettleers lineup due up. Isaac Sturgis, Will Plattner, Ryan Taransky, as Sturgis hacks one back. Plattner's back in the lineup tonight. He was on the 7-day IL dealing with an injury of sorts. As a result, Tyler Bellin called up to the active roster. He started yesterday's game behind the dish. 0-1 is low, so clearly Plattner feeling a little bit better health-wise. He took IO with the team for the first time today, but maybe not good enough to get back into the lineup behind the plate. He'll DH today.
Just activated off the 7-day injured list. Remember that game on Sunday against Orleans? That was, what, on the 10th? Was supposed to go. Ended up not catching.
Aiello finds the corner for strike 3. It's his 4th punch out of the day. First one looking, and he's got Sturgis on strikes for 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. Make it 7 up, 7 down.
Christian Aiello is picking him up and putting him down. This has been impressive stuff. Wow. 4 strikeouts through 7 batters. He is fearing nobody.
Aiello misses inside. It's his first appearance on the Cape. He came from the Appalachian League for the Burlington Sock Puppets. You talked about it, Brooke, a little bit. Started 4 games, 1.99 ERA. Was called on by Jack Dom to head up to the Cape.
Why not? You see guys like guy in right field for today's game, Landon Beaver, doing a similar thing last year. You win a Valley League championship, spend the last bits of your summer out on Cape, get named an All-Star the next year you're there. Aiello tossed around 37 Ks in the Appalachian League, so he had a good time there.
Plattner taps one foul. Before going on the 7-day IL, Plattner's batting average .250, 2 RBIs. Had a great game against Brewster. That was notably his best offensive performance. As he hacks through the 2-2, it's strikeout 5 for Aiello. And 8 up, 8 down through the Kettleers lineup.
3 straight Ks for him. Oh, boy. He is on a pretty decent pace right now.
When you talk about pace, he works so quickly on the mound. He sometimes goes right after the batter gets himself set, so Taransky's going to have to work here.
Taransky will take outside corner for strike 1.
It's not explosive stuff either.
I was going to say, it's 86 to 88 with the fastball. Breaking ball and is a slider and a curveball. You saw, I think, the curveball right there, 1-1. He's just mowing through the Kettleers for the first time through the order. The 1-1 is on the corner again, finding that outside zone for Joe Gravina. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gets at risk of their 4th strikeout in a row. The 1-2. Chops it on the ground over the mound. It's going to be a tough play. A barehander for Konis. He didn't get him at first. What a play from Ty Konis. Taransky legged it out on the infield. First hit of the day should be for the Kettleers. There goes the no-hitter, a base runner, the first of the day for Cotuit.
There goes the perfect game. I mean, look, it's early. I thought that Konis got him at first base off first glance, but no a test from Jack Dom. I was going to say, those are the types of plays that, you see in a no-hitter in a perfect game. But all for naught. Top of the order. Now score some runs. Why not? 2-out rally.
There's been 3 loud pieces of contact. None of those went for hits. Taransky just rolled one on the ground and found an infield single. That'll be his 6th hit of the year. Noah Coy due up back to the top of the lineup for the Kets offense. Taransky takes off on the pitch. Snap throw from Brooks down to second. It's not in time. Taransky picks up his 2nd stolen base on the season, and now you got a runner on scoring position with the hottest hitter in the lineup due up.
And they were worried about him, threw over there. He doesn't care. He took off. He took the bag. Now he's in scoring position. Noah Coy, hottest hitter on the planet. Why not knock him in?
Taransky off second, still dancing. Aiello home. Coy takes on the corner. 1-1 to the All-Star for the Kets. He was a Brooks Wallace Award watch list in 2026. That's deemed to the best shortstop in college baseball. Breaker for strike 2. Aiello's got everything working. 1-2 count to Coy. Already got 5 punch outs. And he's made quick work of the Kettleers up until the Taransky infield single. His pitch, Coy fouls one off. Coy's on a 5-game hit streak. Almost had his 6th back in the first. Line one to the first baseman, Putty, who barely had to move. If he did have to move, probably a good chance he doesn't catch up to a baseball that was scorched. 2-2. Right back to Brooks. It's just foul. Oh, boy, almost the same spot as the first one. Just pulled it a little more. It would have gotten by the first baseman, Putty, but a foul ball, according to Will Bowers.
I think that hit the line. I think Scott McKeon, the first base coach, thought so too. He pointed out where it landed. Wow. That is tough for Noah Coy. Game of inches.
After the foul ball, it's 1-2 with 2 down in the bottom of the third. Commodores with a 1-0 lead. The game's for third place in the West. Coy takes one outside. 2-2 to the leadoff man in the catch. Second time up to the bat. Time called. A baseball sneaks onto the field. One nothing ball game. Kets were in a similar situation yesterday. Back-to-back important games. 2-2. Blew it by him and, in fact, took the bat with him. Strike 3, strikeout 16 for Aiello. Game of inches, split decision that could have gone in favor of the Kets. Almost scored a run. Instead, strike 3. And Aiello works around the single. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base in the bottom of the third. Commodores 1, Kettleers 0. Carson Mercier to take over on play-by-play when we come back for the top of the fourth.
The Generac generator from Mercier delivers more than reliable backup power. It delivers peace of mind. Peace of mind that comes from knowing our expert technicians, knowledgeable staff, and emergency service team are here when you need us most. As one of New England's leading Generac generator dealers, RCA provides a 10-year warranty and regular maintenance services to ensure your home stays protected. RCA, powering your peace of mind.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Top of the fourth inning here at Lowell Park, where currently the Falmouth Commodores have a 1-0 lead over the Cotuit Kettleers. The Doors able to get that run in the first inning. A pair of walks, one by Fabio Peralta, another by Carter White. The RBI single by Ben Slanker. That is the only hit of the ball game for the Commodores, but it has been all they have needed off the starter, Grady Bivens, as he goes back out for his fourth inning of work. He'll have A.J. Putty, Ben Slanker, and Ty Konis, the first baseman, DH, and second baseman for the Doors. Bivens has really settled down since that first inning of work. He had to throw 33 pitches in the first inning. Did not have his command. Had a couple of walks. And a 9-pitch second and a 1-2-3 third. Falling behind A.J. Putty 2-0. 1 strikeout so far for Bivens, about 1.5 times through the lineup. Swing and a miss on the 2-0. Putty was the guy that struck out. Cats getting their first look at him on this summer. Or pardon, second look. He made his debut against the Kettleers. It was on the 8th of July and the only win that the Cats have against the Commodores on the year. Bivens again fallen behind. Here's the pitch. Cut back to the screen. Count will go full. Another full count for Grady Bivens. It is firework night at Lowell Park upon conclusion of the ball game. There's a foul ball by Putty. We saw a lot of those in the first inning.
Yeah, Bivens has been working solid, especially over the last 2 innings, pretty quick ones, but just a lot of pitches being thrown and a lot of at-bats just like this. Full counts being worked, foul balls back.
3-2 is reached for and sent in the air to left field, not deep. Taransky doesn't have to move much. There's out number 1. And there's 5 in a row retired by Grady Bivens.
Well, you mentioned it too. Against the Brewster Whitecaps, Adam McKelvey having a rough first inning stretch, giving up a couple of runs there too. 1 hit, left 1 on base. You could say the same about Grady Bivens in the way that he's bounced back. McKelvey would then go to not give up any more runs in his 5 innings of work after that frame. Hope the same is true here for Grady Bivens.
Ben Slanker takes high on a fastball at 91 miles an hour. Slanker's got the only base hit for the Commodores. 1 of 2 base hits in the ball game. Taransky's got the other for the Kets. It was an infield single. Slanker squares to bunt, drops it down left side. It'll just trickle foul. J.J. Moran was playing way off the line. Not a bad idea by the DH.
Slinker against the Kettleers this season, 7 for 15. He has been red hot.
That is nearly half of his season's hits. He's got 18 hits on the summer.
And he homered the first time these 2 teams played.
What a wild game that was. 20 runs scored in the first 2 innings. That's on the corner for a strike, 1-2. I think it took us about an hour and a half to get through those first 2 innings.
Yeah, that was wild stuff. The second was Fenway Day. You kind of show up to the park, expect to have a slow ball game, and then just boom, about an hour and a half, first 2 innings.
Slanker slaps this off to the left, out of play. That was the first meeting of the year between the 2 teams. Falmouth ended up winning that game, 14-11. 1-2. Played the very next day as well on the 4th and 6th final. Falmouth victorious in that one. Cotuit 1-2 versus Falmouth on the year as Slanker slaps this through the 5-6 hole for another base hit. He's got both of Falmouth's hits on the afternoon.
All right, so make it 8 for 16. Say Ben Slinker plays well against the Kettleers this season.
His last hit drove in a run. This one snaps a streak of 5 in a row, retired by Bivens. So it brings up the second baseman, Ty Hyannis, who is 0 for 1. Bivens has already rolled up 1 double play. It ended the second. That was almost dangerous. So both of these teams really trying to fight and secure a playoff spot right now. 12 games to go, 11 after today. Both with the same record, 10-15-2. And a dead tie for 3rd in the West. As that runs inside, it clanks off of DiMaggio's glove. Slanker will get to second base.
I think DiMaggio was confused. Hyannis kind of pushed his hands right in front of the baseball, and it looked like for a second it was going to connect on the handguard of Hyannis. Pulled it out of the way last second. It fooled DiMaggio. That'll probably be a pass ball. Runner gets to second.
So yet again, a scoring opportunity for the Commodores, who already lead 1-0. Hyannis in a 1-0 count. Takes low. 2-0. Bivens fallen behind, which he has done at times this summer. Has walked 3 in this game. Has walked 3 or more batters. Now in 3 of his 6 starts. There's a slider for a strike. Nice pitch. 2-1.
Yeah, that's the pitch that has got to be a little more consistent today, especially for strike 3s, punch outs. He had a fair bit of them his last outing, 2 of them.
2-1. Back to it for strike 2.
It is a frisbee when he gets it to work.
Maybe he goes to it for a third time, looking for his second strikeout of the ball game. He only had 2 in his last start against Brewster. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball, he got him. Tripled up on the slider, gets his second strikeout in the second out of the 4th.
Grady Bivens told us preseason that slider is one of his most consistent and favorite pitches to toss, and when you get comfortable with it and you work your way back out of a 2-0 count to put the K on the board, Bivens does it there. Look at that, 2 Ks on the day for the kid on the mound.
Brings up Dallas Brooks with a man still in scoring position, Slanker, and 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Takes the first one for strike 1. Brooks led off the second with a walk. Was forced out on a fielder's choice in the second inning that would which later would be ended by a double play. Just the 11th game of the summer for the backstop. 1-1. These teams will play one more time in 2026. The very last day of July, the 31st. Could be a crucial one.
This one sure is.
Absolutely. 1-1. Hit in the air to center field. Not struck well. It is Sturgis who strolls over to make the catch and end the inning. No runs, a hit, a man left on. No errors for the Commodores in the top of the 4th. Ket's coming up when we come back on Cape League TV.
Proudly serving Cape Cod, Plymouth, and the South Shore since 1927, Paul J. Cazault & Sons are here to solve your roofing, siding, or gutter needs. They also offer window replacement, rotten trim repair, deck resurfacing, and many other exterior improvements. Get in touch with the experts at Cazault Roofing and Siding by calling 508-428-1177 or head to their website at cazault.com. That's CAZEAULT.com.
Cape and Coast Bank has been supporting Cape Cod families since 1921. Just like the Kettleers, they believe in teamwork, commitment, and community. Whether you're planning your next big move or need smart business advice, Cape and Coast Bank is there to help. Find out more by visiting capeandcoastbank.com or at their nearby location off Falmouth Road in Marston's Mills.
Hey Cats fans, this is Ryan Taransky, outfielder from the University of Cincinnati. You're listening to Kettleers Baseball on Cape League TV.
Last of the 4th inning at Lowell Park. It is 1 run for the Commodores, nothing yet for the Kettleers. They come up with 2, 3, 4. In the bottom of the 4th, Dawson Park, Jake Hanley, and J.J. Moran. Christian Aiello back to work. He had retired the first 8 batters that he faced in the ball game before Ryan Taransky, little bleeding infield single in the 3rd inning, struck out the very next batter, Noah Coy. He's got 6 strikeouts. 6 of the 9 outs that he's recorded have been via way of the K. This one will be an F8 out to center field. Fabio Peralta has got it, and on one pitch, there's one gone in the 4th.
I'd like to see some more pitches be worked in these at-bats. Aiello has only thrown 43 pitches today, through 3 1/3. It's a guy who's not going to overpower you, and second time through the lineup, got to think the Cats have seen him a little better by now.
Hanley, who struck out his first try, takes a big-time breaking ball for strike 1. Right back to it. It's 0-2. We've seen Aiello mix that one in to some success. The fastball's not blowing anybody away, but it is fooling guys. It's on the same page with Dallas Brooks, and 84 miles an hour. Could have been a cutter. Is way outside.
It kind of reminds me of Landon Dahl a bit. Lures you to sleep. A heavy dose of breaking balls goes back to the heat, and it feels like it's 95.
That was a slider. It's rolled over right side. Hyannis flips over, and there's 2 gone. So more weak contact for Christian Aiello in his Cape League debut.
Yeah, so you're trying your best as a hitter to sit back in the box and sit on the breaking ball so you can hit it the opposite way. And then when you're sitting back just enough, if the fastball comes in, you're going to be late every single time. It's a deceptive delivery for Aiello.
2 up, 2 down. Now J.J. Moran as Aiello asks for a new baseball. Moran had one of what we'll call 3 barrels for the Kets, but flew out to right center. That got him. Right on the elbow guard. A base runner with 2 outs for the Cats.
Hey, it worked in yesterday's game. Aiden Aguayo got decked to start things off in the 3rd after a strikeout by Ty Bellin. And then he was brought all the way home. So if you have to get on base by any means necessary, set up your next guy at bat in Landon Beaver.
And I think JJ realized that. It's a pitch that he probably could have gotten out of the way of. But he's got the elbow guard, reaches it out a little bit. Runner on first base.
Why not use it, right? You've got it.
Sure.
Landon Beaver, the right fielder, climbs up. It's 1-0 Falmouth in the last of the 4th as Landon takes outside. Landon also had a well-struck baseball in the 2nd inning, but right into the glove of the left fielder Carter White. Hitter-friendly count for him now. It's 2-0. Beaver had the night off last night at Spillane Field in Wareham. Takes it the knees for strike 1.
This guy is due for a hit. He's 0 for his last 7. Hit a baseball hard his first time up.
He was 0 for 2 in his last start versus Brewster. Did draw a walk in a game that ended after 7 innings. He's got a 3-1 count. Gonna look to try and do some damage. He does. Base hit through the right side. Moran can't turn any further than second, but back-to-back base runners with 2 outs in the 4th inning.
There you go, Beeve. Get something moving right in front of the legs of J.J. Moran to kind of fake out your infield. First and second, the ball runs right through, and you got to force your right fielder to step in and try and make the play there. And also, Beaver was the first Kettleer at bat today to have 3 balls in the count. So working all you have. You got the hitter's count. Let's put the ball in motion. There you go, 2 runners on.
For Jesse DiMaggio, it was the 3rd of 6 strikeout victims for Aiello. Swings through a fastball, top of the zone. That's the pitch he struck out on. A heater. 1-0 Falmouth, last of the 4th inning. DiMaggio rolls this to the shortstop, Turpins, who flips to Hyannis at second and retires the side. A couple of 2-out base runners for the Kets. Nothing to show as they leave a pair of runners on the bases. 1 hit, no errors. And a 1-0 ball game. To the 5th we go.
Proudly serving Cape Cod, Plymouth, and the South Shore since 1927, Paul J. Cazault & Sons are here to solve your roofing, siding, or gutter needs. They also offer window replacement, rotten trim repair, deck resurfacing, and many other exterior improvements. Get in touch with the experts at Cazault Roofing and Siding by calling 508-428-1177 or head to their website at cazault.com. That's CAZEAULT.com.
Cape and Coast Bank has been supporting Cape Cod families since 1921. Just like the Kettleers, they believe in teamwork, commitment, and community. Whether you're planning your next big move or need smart business advice, Cape and Coast Bank is there to help. Find out more by visiting capeandcoastbank.com or at their nearby location off Falmouth Road in Marston's Mills.
Hey Cats fans, this is Ryan Taransky, outfielder from the University of Cincinnati. You're listening to Kettlers Baseball on Cape League TV.
Falmouth 1, Kettleers none, top of the 5th, and a new pitcher. Grady Bivens is out, and it's Hayes Melville taking over, who we saw last night for all of 6 pitches.
Yeah, he's Melville, 2 appearances on the season, a 9.00 ERA, a total of just 1 inning pitch, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 being earned. He came in a tough spot last night in that ball game. Bases loaded and 2 outs. First batter he faced, a double off the wall in right center field, scored all 3 of Tyler Finkbeiner's runs. He'll have a fresh start to start out today. Really good stuff out of UT Arlington, recently committed to Oklahoma. A team best ERA, 2.57. Excited to see what he has to offer in his first full inning.
He relieves Bivens, who went 4 innings, gave up 2 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 2 of which came in the first, and 2 strikeouts. Bivens had to throw 33 pitches in the first inning. So the fact that he was able to complete 4 is pretty telling of how he was able to turn it around. A quality that Kettleers starting pitchers have had, especially over the last week or so. Adam McKelvey did it here at home against Brewster, gave up 3 runs in the first inning, 4 hits, 2 extra base hits. Drew Turpins, Gavin Greger, and Fabio Peralta here in the top of the 5th, and a 1-0 count for Turpins. It is 8, 9, and 1 for the Commodores.
Another solid start for Bivens. It would be truly unfortunate if he's left out to dry again. Only gave up 1 run in 4 innings pitched.
And Bivens does not yet have a win on the year, despite being probably the Cats' best pitcher. 1 and 2.
Statistically, you're absolutely right.
ERA going to be somewhere around 3.5. 3.51 in 26 innings pitched. 26 innings is the most by a Cat this summer. 3.51 is lowest amongst qualified pitchers. That didn't miss by much from Melville, and it's 2 and 2. Melville came in yesterday with the bases loaded and 2 outs, just needing to get 1 out. Eventually did, as here's a little check swing roller. J.J. Moran gloves it, throws to first. Nice play by J.J. Moran, the all-star.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You talk a lot about Burnham's performance yesterday with the ground outs and forcing weak contact. There you go. Get him out as easy as you can. The nice little infield pop-up towards J.J. Moran's glove can turn it over to make the 5-3 play. And the Kettleers have relied a little bit more on the ground plays. Nothing going too far in the air. You've got 2 singles on the day. Keep forcing the weak contact. You'll keep getting those outs.
So nobody on and 1 out. Gavin Greger, the right fielder. Swings away at the first one. Sends it to the parking lot. Melville faced 2 batters. Gave up a 3-run double, but all 3 runs were to the line of Tyler Finkbeiner. Got the next guy he faced to fly out to left field. So just a third of an inning on 6 pitches. That's a powerful fastball at 94. He jumps ahead, 0-2. Not a whole lot of work for Melville in a Ket's uniform, but he's flashed his stuff on multiple occasions. We're going to make quick work of Gavin Greger. 95, but high.
Yeah, he's got an electric arm. There is no doubt about it. Just coming in some tough relief situations. Coach Cooper and Curtin have called on him for some big-time spots. First 2 appearances were with runners on base.
Here's a slow roller back up the middle. Shortstop Park flips it across to get him. Nice little stretch by Hanley. And 2 gone for Melville in the 5th.
Solid play. And, yeah, Melville come into ball games that had runners on base that he did not provide to the Kettleers. He came in with the bases loaded yesterday, got 1 out. Looks a lot more confident with nobody on base to start off today.
Well, now he's going to get to face the top of the lineup, Fabio Peralta, who's barreled up a baseball but lined out to center. Drawn a walk and scored the game's only run. Belts this in the air to right center field. Sturgis is racing back there. It'll be Beaver to cut it off. Fire it in home quickly. Peralta's trying for second. The tag is just a little late. It'll be a double for Fabio Peralta, who has hit in all 4 games against the Kets this summer.
Not sure if Park knew that he was running towards second on that play. You had Noah Coy kind of pulled off towards the right, and Beaver making the throw to second. Fabio Peralta just in time, and Park had a little bit of a pop-up look over the shoulder to notice that he's there moment. So Peralta puts the 3rd hit on the day onto the board with a nice ball towards right center field.
It's the first hit by a Commodore not named Ben Slanker. Fastball first, strike to Braden Jeffries, 0-1. Ben Slanker had a couple of hits. Peralta with the double. Falmouth trying to extend the lead. This is rolled over, right side. Hanley's got the second hop, trips and can't recover. Peralta's caught in between third and home. The throw is high to DiMaggio. Peralta will score. Up to second is Jeffries, and oh boy, disaster for the Cats. All over the diamond.
Yeah, oh boy is right. That was a rough play. Hanley on the front side of things slips. Not much you can do about that. Just lost his footing going to his right. It would have been a tough play. Melville was all over the bag, though, covering well. And then Hanley pops up, smart thinking to go to third base, but then just a little too late. Moran throws it way over the head of DiMaggio. That'll probably be an error on him.
It is an error on him. It's a base hit. No RBI. And first pitch swinging from Carter White into center field. That dunks in. Another base hit. Back-to-back. As coming home to score is Jeffries. It's 3-0. That's actually 3 straight hits for the Commodores. And 3-0 in the 5th inning.
Change of pace, and it's coming back to bite. Errors do put up the opportunity to bring home runs, and I don't think Fabio Peralta thought he was going all the way home on that one with the overthrow from J.J. Moran, and then you put a nice one pop up into middle infield. There's already a bit of jazzed up play from the infielders. Keep hitting towards them.
Strike one to A.J. Putty, the first baseman. Hayes Melville got the first 2 guys out in this inning. Commodores have gone double, single, single at the top of the order since. Putty swings through that, 0-2. Just unfortunate for the Kettleers. Feels like none of this needed to happen. Hanley tripped. Moran with an errant throw. A couple of dunk base hits. That is just baseball.
Sure is. It's how things work sometimes. Hanley slips, not much you can really do about that. Moran's throw is errant, and then another hit right after it.
0-2, swing and a miss. So Hayes Melville makes quick work of A.J. Putty. A 3-pitch K is first of the afternoon, but Falmouth able to get a couple of runs on 3 hits, an error, and a man left on base. 4.5 gone, 4.5 to go here on Cape League TV.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
To the bottom of the fifth we go. 3-0 Falmouth over Cotuit in the fourth meeting of the year between the two clubs here at Lowell Park. 7-8-9 for the Cats, trailing by 3. Sturgis, Plattner, Taransky, and Christian Aiello still on the hill. He has had his A-plus stuff to this point as Sturgis rips the first one into center field. All right, there you go, Isaac Sturgis. Nice little mini hitting streak for him and a leadoff base knock.
Good start to the inning. Kettleers need some offense. They have only gotten 2 hits today. One of them was an infield hit. Haven't gotten a lot of traction on the base paths. And I think from what you saw from Ryan Taransky, Aiello has some trouble with managing runners on base. Just haven't seen it much today.
It's the first time in this ballgame that the Kettleers have had a base runner with fewer than 2 outs. Plattner takes outside. Will struck out versus Aiello in the third inning. Plattner back in the lineup for the first time since the 9th versus Harwich. Of course, he was supposed to play on the 10th versus Orleans, but was a very late scratch, dealing with a lower body injury. Back now. His BP has looked good as well, for what that's worth. It's 3-0 to him. Taransky waits on deck. Aiello, just his second 3-ball count of the ball game, gets right back in the zone. It's not an overpowering fastball. That was 84 miles an hour, and that was the fastball.
Kind of just lob that one in there, get you over.
The 3-1. Will grounds it left side. Perfect hop for Turpins, who goes to second for 1, on to first, double play. 6-4-3 on the twin killing.
Just about the way the Cats offense has worked out today. Leadoff single from Sturgis on the first pitch. Plattner works a favorable count, 3-0 at one point, works it back to 3-1, and just chops one in the perfect spot. A perfect hop for Turpins, plays it well, 6-4-3. Twin killer, leadoff single erased.
So in a 3-0 ball game, Falmouth is trying to put the Cats away scoreless through 5 as Taransky takes strike 1. Just 3 hits for the Cats, but that double play erases one of them. Pretty nice slider, but just missing, says Joe Gravina. The home plate umpire. Will Bowers at first and Keith Peterson at third. The 3-man crew for tonight's action as time is called. Taransky was not ready. Or actually a pitch clock violation. On Aiello. 2-1. Down the heart of the zone. Make it 2-2. Taransky had his 6th base hit of the summer in the third inning, trying to fight with 2 outs. as the Kets trail. Pitch on the way. Right down the middle for strike 3. It is 7 strikeouts for the starter, Christian Aiello, in his Cape League debut. He is cooking the Kets right now. And he has gone through 5 innings scoreless in the 4th battle of the summer. 3-0 Falmouth leading at Lowell Park. A beautiful, beautiful Friday afternoon. And we're going to send it down to Ryan.
Yeah, so while Falmouth may have the advantage right now, Cotuit did get some nice reinforcements today, while former bullpen catcher Tyler Bellin has been holding it down, as well as Brady Crispin behind the dish. Jesse DiMaggio returns behind the dish for the first time since July 11th against Brewster. He did feature in the lineup yesterday, but was not ready to catch. Another addition is Will Plattner. While he was listed on the IL earlier this week, he is back in the lineup as the designated hitter for the Kettleers, with the hope that he will be behind the dish after the All-Star break. With both catchers now back in action, the Kettleers will look to have a nice boost to their offense as they take on this divisional opponent in what is a very crucial game and a very, very tight Western division.
Ryan, great stuff. Thank you very much. And, yeah, a lot of additions, a lot of guys coming in and out this time of the year. But the Kets, I mean, it does seem like they've kind of found their lineup. Hopefully it'll stick for quite some time. 12 games to go, including today in the 2026 regular season. Hayes Melville will be back out there. His second inning gave up a couple of runs. 3 straight hits with 2 outs in the 5th. Now we'll have Ben Slanker, Ty Konis, and Dallas Brooks. First pitch is a ball. 3-0. Falmouth leading over Cotuit. 5 hits for the Commodores, no errors. 3 hits for the Cats, 1 error. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Nice 94-mile-an-hour heater up top. It is 1-1. At the start of the 5th inning, Ben Slanker had the only 2 hits of the ballgame. Hits 19 and 20 on the summer. Rips this foul, the opposite field. Top of the 6th inning here at Lowell Park in what has been a beautiful day. A lot of wind yesterday at Wareham. Not the same today.
Yeah, sure has. It was weird. Kind of picked up. Almost felt like you were getting caught in a tornado for a second there.
Backdoor breaker. Oh, man, good pitch.
That was just a hair off, and I think Aiello's been getting that call on the outside corner. Doesn't matter. It's 2-2.
Melville's pitch is popped up. DiMaggio looking for it, but J.J. Moran runs in to make the catch. All the way from third base, calling everybody off for out number 1.
You watch that play initially happen. DiMaggio rips off the headgear. He's looking for it up in the air. Hayes Melville also doing the same. They both looked a little off. All of a sudden, you talk about how vocal J.J. Moran is. You could hear the call with the headsets on up here in the booth. Swoops in just behind the both of them and makes the grab.
And that has got to be his baseball. If it's not Melville's, that's the hardest play for a catcher to make. Going out in fair territory, and trying to make that play. Smart call.
Ty Konis takes outside. Jesse DiMaggio did everything right? You know, usually when catchers struggle on those, it's because they're facing center field. But you're always taught to get your back to center field. He did that, but I just don't think he ever saw the baseball. And J.J. Moran is just heads-up ball player. He's going to get a chance on a ground ball. Takes his time, rips it across, throw is high, but Hanley is tall, and there's 2 gone.
Yeah, sure is. Good to have a big target at first base in that situation. Moran makes the 2 first outs of the top of the 6th inning. Big for Melville to get a 1-2-3. Get the Kets back in the dugout. Their offense seems to be slowly clicking and finding things together, and you got to assume Aiello will head back out to the mound.
There is currently nobody warming for Falmouth in a 3-0 ball game. in which the Commodores lead. Brooks, the catcher, takes high. Ball 1. Hayes Melville trying to not repeat what happened in the 5th inning. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Got the first 2 guys out pretty quickly, right? Then double, single, single by Fabio Peralta, Braden Jeffries, and Carter White to score 2 runs. An error mixed in there as well. Looked in command the first 2 batters, as he has in the 6th. This is popped into right center field, has the gap written all over it. It is down. Cutting it off is Sturgis, firing it in, but it'll be far too late. It's another 2-out double for the Commodores. This one belongs to Dallas Brooks, his 3rd of the summer.
Kettleers have struggled so far. You talk about the 5th inning. You're able to force the ground out on both Drew Turpins and Gavin Greger to get things going in the 5th. And then you give up that double, the single, and another single right after to put a couple runs on the board. The Kettleers have struggled in today's game when you got 2 outs on the board. That's when the bats start to come to life for Falmouth, and there's a case of it right there with Dallas Brooks' double.
Every run today for Falmouth has been scored with 2 outs on the board. All 3 of them. That double, the 6th hit for the Commodores. Drew Turpins watches a breaking ball drop low. Drew, the shortstop, is 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice. Grounded out to 3rd. J.J. Miranda start the 5th inning. That's with a man in scoring position and 2 outs. Playing in just his 3rd game of the summer. Tardy on 85, a breaking ball that Melville hung, but sometimes those pitches are effective. One and one count with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. That runs tight, 2-1. Kettleers will have the top of their order for the bottom of the 6th inning. But Noah Coy, Dawson Park, Jake Hanley, those 3 guys so far 0 for 6. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2 with 3 strikeouts. Perhaps only a matter of time before they get going.
Feels like it, definitely.
2-2 with 2 outs. Melville fires. Fastball is rolled foul on the 3rd base, down the 3rd base line.
So you went with the fastball on the inside corner in a 2-2 count. Fooled Turpins earlier in the count with a breaking ball. Wonder if you try to tunnel that pitch, go back to it.
What does he go to on the 2-2? It's a breaking ball. It's taken for strike 3. It's strikeout number 2 for Hayes Melville. He works around the 2-out double and goes scoreless in the 6th. Ket's going to come up trying to cut into the 3-0 deficit here on Cape League TV.
A Generac generator from Mercier delivers more than reliable backup power. It delivers peace of mind. Peace of mind that comes from knowing our expert technicians, knowledgeable staff, and emergency service team are here when you need us most. As one of New England's leading Generac generator dealers, RCA provides a 10-year warranty and regular maintenance services to ensure your home stays protected. RCA, powering your peace of mind.
Kettleers Baseball is brought to you in part by Mid-Cape Oral Surgeons, the Maxillofacial Surgery and Dental Implant Center of South Yarmouth. Doctors Theoritis, Meyer, and Sarah Pack are the Cape's leading experts on oral biopsies, wisdom teeth extractions, and dental implant reconstructive surgery. Call 508-398-6055 to schedule an appointment. We thank Mid-Cape Oral Surgeons for their support of the Kettleers.
Cats fans, this is Chase Vandermeed, right-handed pitcher from Notre Dame, and we're grateful for all your support this summer. Let's get back to the ballpark on Cape League TV.
A 3-0 ball game here at Lowell Park as we start the bottom of the 6th inning. Well, why not? Let's take a look at the standings because the playoffs are really on the horizon. Just about 11 games to go after today. First for the West, it's born at the top of things. 13-11-3. Hyannis 12-15 and no ties. Falmouth and Cotuit tied 10-15-2. This is a huge game, and I think everybody in attendance, everyone on the field knows that. Wareham rounding things out in the West Division 9-18. The East Division is still pretty hot as Noah Coy takes a strike. 0-1 to the Ket's leadoff hitter. YD 21-5-1. They clinched playoffs yesterday. Coy slashes this in the air to left center field. That will drop down in the alleyway, roll all the way up to the wall. Coy turns for second. He's there standing with a leadoff double.
Guy can just hit the baseball. Noah Coy's been hot in the month of July, really in the second half of the season. 362 batting average. He almost had a double earlier in the game. He almost had a single in his first at-bat. He's just hitting the ball hard all over the field. The left fielder, White, was way down the line, hugging the line, maybe playing for a slice from Noah Coy, but he just stayed on a fastball and pushed it to left center field. Big double to start off the bottom of the 6th.
Christian Aiello still out there facing this top of the order for a third time in the ballgame. Has been great as he misses to Dawson Park. Has struck out 7. That double just the 4th hit that he's allowed, and he hasn't walked anybody either. Seems like he's just got everything working, the crafty lefty in his Cape League debut. Dawson jumps out of the way. That one, it's 2-0. Kettleers trying to match the record they had at the All-Star break in 2025 of 11-15-2. They're going to need to get some runs on the board if they want to do so. Dawson takes that one. It's 3-0, just the third 3-ball count for Aiello in this ball game. We'll see if Park has the green light. He doesn't. Pitch drops to the bottom of the zone for a strike.
This feels like the spot for the Kets to do something. Arm warming in the bullpen for the Commodores. Haven't tacked on a run yet against an arm that I think the Kettleers do, that they can piece this guy up.
That is ball 4, so a leadoff double, then the 5-pitch walk. Table is set for Jake Hanley.
Good amount of action. You force a big free pass moment here in the bottom of the 6th to set 2 runners on. The Kettleers have been doing a better job today about not stranding runners. There's only been 3 throughout the 4th and the 5th innings, but you still got to get some work going. There's going to be a mound visit here, though, to conclude things.
It is the pitching coach, Paul Evans, heading out there. New pitching coach, first year, of course, pitching coach Curtin with the Cats, but made the transition from special assistant to head coach at Missouri State University in 2023 after he was their pitching coach for 34 years. So you think he knows a thing or two about pitching?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of similarities between these two teams in an odd way. 2 first-year managers. You've obviously got a Cooper on each coaching staff. New pitching coach for either team, and they've got the identical record going into today. So it's kind of odd. Big spot for the Cats, though. Runners on first and second. Hanley is due for one in the gap.
He had a hit yesterday. Hit a couple of balls hard as well. But he is 0 for 2 with a strikeout off the starter Aiello tonight. He represents the tying run. He takes inside, nearly got him. Aiello falling behind back-to-back batters for really what feels like the first time in this ballgame. One and 0. Hanley rolls it over right side foul. Cats have had really one true scoring opportunity. It came with 2 outs in the 4th inning. After J.J. Moran was hit by a pitch, Landon Beaver singled. Jesse DiMaggio came up, grounded into a fielder's choice. Got to be able to push one across here in the bottom of the 6th. 1-1. Jake takes outside. 2-1 to the dangerous Kettleers first baseman. The average has dipped, but he still leads the team with 3 home runs. He can poke one at any time. Fastball darts away, and it's 3-1. Back-to-back 3-ball counts. And there will be some action for Falmouth down in right field. A righty's getting loose.
So far in today's game, 2 of the 3 Kettleers batters with a 3-ball count have made it.
Jake, a broken back grounder to second. Second baseman Hyannis goes over to second to cut down Dawson Park. And reaching is Hanley on the fielder's choice, but Coy moves up to third. It'll be runners on the corners with J.J. Moran coming up and 1 out.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the end of the day from Aiello. Last batter situation, he got the out he needed. Now they'll turn things over to the righty with Moran coming up.
It's Jack Dom, the field manager, walking out there to take the baseball from his starter, but all things considered, a great start in his Cape League debut. Christian Aiello goes 5 1/3, gives up 4 hits, strikes out 7. He's responsible for the runners on the corners. We'll have the pitching change when we come back here on Cape League TV. Ket's trying to tie it up.
A Generac generator from Mercier delivers more than reliable backup power. It delivers peace of mind. Peace of mind that comes from knowing our expert technicians, knowledgeable staff, and emergency service team are here when you need us most. As one of New England's leading Generac generator dealers, RCA provides a 10-year warranty and regular maintenance services to ensure your home stays protected. RCA, powering your peace of mind.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
3-0 is the score at Lowell Park. Bottom of the 6th inning, 1 out, and Jack Dom has made the change. Christian Aiello is out. Fisher Cantrell is in. The rising junior out of Jacksonville State to make his 2nd appearance of the summer.
Got to tip your cap to Aiello. He's still got 2 runs accounted for on the base paths, but they bring in a righty in his 2nd appearance. Aiello was in his 1st, Cantrell in his 2nd. He came in the 9th on Thursday against Hyannis, and the Doors were 2 outs away from their first shutout. Unfortunately for Cantrell, he came in and allowed a run. 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk, a strikeout. He's got big-time stuff out of Jacksonville State. Not appearances this year, 5.59 ERA. And he struck out 19 hitters in 9 2/3 innings pitched.
Big-time strikeout stuff for a team that could use a strikeout right now, and a guy that has been susceptible to the strikeout at times this year. 68 at-bats for J.J. Moran on the summer, 20 have ended in strike 3. He steps up to the box representing the game's tying run in the bottom of the 6th inning. Noah Coy led off the frame with a double. Dawson Park walked, was retired out on the fielder's choice, allowing Hanley to reach. He leads off first. They're going to throw over to Hanley at first. No tag applied by the first baseman, A.J. Putty.
It's a smart decision by manager Jack Dom to bring in the righty. Kettleers are 10th overall in the CCBL with a .217 batting average against right-handed pitchers.
JJ takes inside 1-0. 2 plate appearances for Moran. He flew out to center. He was hit by a pitch. That was in the 4th inning. Advanced to 2nd, but no further. Fisher misses outside, and it's 2-0. It's a funky delivery from Fisher-Cantrell. That fastball at 90 miles an hour. 2-0. JJ checks his swing on a fastball that misses high. 3-0. Doesn't get much easier for Fisher as Landon Beaver waits on deck. The last thing you want to do is come into the ball game and walk the tying run onto the bases. Hanley bluffs off first. The pitch is outside, ball 4, and that's exactly what he does. Loads the bases in the bottom of the 6th for Landon Beaver.
Big spot. Cantrell came in the ball game, and I think Jack Dom expected a strikeout, expected a double play on the righty-righty matchup. Now he's got a disfavorable matchup in Landon Beaver, guy who strikes righties well.
He's already got a base hit in this ball game. A ground ball through the 4-3 hole. He's 1 for 2 with 2 well-struck baseballs. Landon takes inside 1-0.
Well, and also right before that first pitch to Landon Beaver, Dom pushing his first baseman, A.J. Putty, back towards the cut of the grass behind him, away from the first base bag. So getting your infield positioned a little differently. Putty situated more towards the left side of things.
1-0. Statue take from Landon Beaver, as the count will go even. 3-0. Falmouth leading, but the Kettleers are knocking on the door. Bases are loaded with just 1 out. 1-1. Beaver thought about it, takes a strike. Another fastball planted outer third at 90 miles an hour. Coy off third, Hanley off second, Moran off first. 1-2. Ground ball to the third baseman, Jeffries, who goes to second for 1 on to first, double play, inning over. Bases were loaded for the Kettleers, only 1 out, and the 5-4-3 DP ends the 6th inning. We've played 6 here at Lowell Park, 3-0 Falmouth leads. Brooke Killgore is going to take us the distance when we come back here on Cape League TV.
Proudly serving Cape Cod, Plymouth, and the South Shore since 1927, Paul J. Cazault & Sons are here to solve your roofing, siding, or gutter needs. They also offer window replacement, rotten trim repair, deck resurfacing, and many other exterior improvements. Get in touch with the experts at Cazault Roofing and Siding by calling 508-428-1177 or head to their website at cazault.com. That's CAZEAULT.com.
Cape and Coast Bank has been supporting Cape Cod families since 1921. Just like the Kettleers, they believe in teamwork, commitment, and community. Whether you're planning your next big move or need smart business advice, Cape and Coast Bank is there to help. Find out more by visiting capeandcoastbank.com or at their nearby location off Falmouth Road in Marston's Mills.
Hey Cats fans, this is Ryan Taransky, outfielder from the University of Cincinnati. You're listening to Kettleers Baseball on Cape League TV.
Top of the 7th coming to you from Lowell Park. A lot of exciting action to cap things off offensively for the Cotuit Kettleers, nipping at the heels of the Falmouth Commodores in a tight third-place battle in the West Division here at Lowell Park. Still 3-0 in favor of the Commodores, and a new arm on the mound. Carson's favorite, Big Game Buck, getting ready to take things here.
Yeah, he has gotten better and better as the summer has gone on. His last appearance against Hyannis on Saturday, went 3 1/3, struck out 3, allowed just 1 base hit, didn't walk anybody. Busted out that new curveball since that first appearance in which he gave up 5 runs. Has been nails. He's been nails, ladies and gentlemen, and expect him to be just that here against Falmouth in what feels like a must-win game.
Yeah, he had a 33.75 ERA at one point in the summer. Now it's down to 6.91. He's got some big-time stuff. The curveball has been his best pitch as of late. He added it to his arsenal late in the season. Didn't have it to start the year, and now brings it back. It's been a swing and miss pitch. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, not a guy who's going to walk a lot of hitters. Only 2 walks on the summer. Pump strikes, come in, and mow through the top of the 7th is the plan for Buckler.
Buckler gets himself set, tosses this one for a 0-1 count to kick things off here in the top of the 7th. Still 3-0 Commodores and the Kettleers battling it out. Buckler will face off against the closer of this batting order, Gavin Greger, the right fielder out of Rutgers. The kick and delivery fouled off towards the left side of things, an 0-2 count to start things off here. Well, the Kettleers look to tie what was their All-Star break record from last year, 11-15-2. Kettleers would lose to Harwich in the game before the break, going on a 3-0 losing skid. A little bit of a different story with a win over the Wareham Gatemen in yesterday's matchup. Buckler's delivery, foul tip back towards the backstop, still 0-2 in the 4th pitch of the day for the righty on the mound, number 1-5 out of Florida Atlantic University. 3rd year Cotuit Kettleer, co-pitcher of the year last season alongside Brewster's All-Star Peyton Manka. Ryan Buckler tosses the 0-2, swinging down low in the dirt. Jesse DiMaggio will make the courtesy play over to first. And the first out of this game recorded to be a drop 3rd strike. Toss over from DiMaggio to Jake Hanley, so a 2-1 on the board.
Yeah, you did. Big game Buck, break out that breaker. Old Uncle Charlie in the dirt, sure. Strike out the first batter of the ball game for you. Stay hot, kid. Get to the top of the order with 1 out, nobody on.
So Ryan Buckler gets himself set again with 1 out on the board. He'll face off against the top of the order as Fabio Peralta dishes this one over. Jake Hanley moves off the mound. Ryan Buckler steps on, and there you have it. Buckler makes the strikeout in the first play of his outing and then steps on the bag to retire Fabio Peralta. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 7th.
Just Ryan Buckler doing what he does, pumping the strike zone. Not going to overpower you with the heater or anything like that, but producing weak contact to the first baseman, Hanley. Gets a do-over from his play earlier where he slipped. 2 up, 2 down to start the top of the 7th.
Grady Vivens would force 4 ground outs. Hayes Melville with 3 of his own, and Ryan Buckler adds a tally to his stat line today. A 1-0 count for Braden Jeffries, the 2-hole in today's game. 3rd baseman out of Michigan. Had a single back in the 5th, was able to advance and come all the way home thanks to an error off J.J. Moran back in that stretch. A big swing out of 6 in the box, evening things out. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs on the board here in the top of the 7th. Buckler in another outing of work. It's phenomenal against Hyannis, like we mentioned at the start of this stretch. The kick and delivery lopped over the head of Jake Hanley, but it'll roll into foul territory. No need to make too much of a run. 1-2 count.
Best part of Buckler in this stretch has been the ability to get hitters off of balance. That's something that I've noticed. A lot of hitters out in front, and then that comes back with the fastball late on the fastball, breaking balls in the dirt. Head in the count here. Let's see if he goes back to the breaker or goes up top with the fastball.
Popped over into the glove of Jake Hanley, who turns and slides to make the play, but it rolls out. Jake Hanley has seen a lot of action in that middle infield between first and second, sliding and diving all over the place. This one will roll out. Braden Jeffries will reach.
That's one I think he would want back. Tough play kind of in between off the end of the bat. A lot of top spin on it. He went to his right side. It looked like he had it on the fly for a second, and it popped out of his glove last second. They're going to call it a single.
So no error. No 3E to write down in your book. It'll be marked as Falmouth's 7th hit of the day as this one comes down the stretch, but too far on the outside. A 1-0 count to Carter White. 3rd hole in today's game with a runner aboard for the Falmouth Commodores. To start things off, Ryan Buckler had the K with a drop strike 3 to kick things out before a ground 3-1 play off the bat of Fabio Peralta as 27 goes swinging around for this one. Got a 1-1 count, 2 outs on the board here in the top of the 7th. Falmouth and Cotuit duking it out for 3rd place in the West Division, 3-0. Streaking sunlight across the right center field and parts of the infield as a check back over towards first is not in time. Buckler's mound is completely in the shade. Noah Coy at second, Jake Hanley partially at first, and Landon Beaver in right, still decorated with sun. 1-5 on the mound, kicks up and delivers. This one gloved right into the play of Hanley. Steps on the bag, and there you go. Took a little bit of time with the bat of Braden Jeffries, but Jake Hanley able to step on and retire the third batter of this half inning. We're getting ready to stretch here at Lowell Park, and when we come back, Cotuit offense will look to do it again here on Cape League TV.
Auburn Equipment has been providing service to commercial landscapers in the Cape Cod area for more than a decade. They're staffed with experts and professionals who provide you with personal service for all your equipment needs. Auburn Equipment is the exclusive sales and service dealer for Walker Mowers on Cape Cod, and we're named the top dealer in Walker Equipment 3 years in a row. Find Auburn Equipment online at auburnequipment.com or stop by Monday through Friday at their location in South Dennis.
The Kettleers welcome ZoomInfo.com as a premier sponsor for the 2026 season. Smart businesses use ZoomInfo. It leverages data to unlock useful insights, and it allows you to know who to reach out to and how to reach them so you can grow your business. Unlock insights, engage customers, and win faster with ZoomInfo.
We have stretched here at Lowell Park, and after a standing ovation performance for the little kid who stepped up to bat and sang "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," Cotuit Kettleers stepping up to bat themselves here in the bottom of the seventh. The Falmouth Commodores, Cotuit Kettleers situated at a 3-0 deficit. Falmouth has had the hotter bats in this stretch, but it would be the Kettleers relieving pitchers, who have really limited the swing since the start of this game. Kettleers looking for a bit of a hot streak of their own. Jesse DiMaggio stepping up to bat. The All-Star in tomorrow's All-Star game struck out back in the second, grounded into a 6-4 in the fourth. Looks to deal a little bit of damage with no outs on the board for him this time around the horn. Strike one called. Get things started here in the seventh. It's Fisher Cantrell still on the mound. Came in with couple runners aboard, walked the first batter he would see in J.J. Moran before kicking off the double play to end off the sixth inning. The 0-1 dish. Jesse DiMaggio popped up high towards right center field. Dancing underneath it is the right fielder, Gavin Greger, and he'll put away the first out of the bottom of the seventh.
All right, well, the offense has somewhat been there. Stranded, the base is loaded. Just haven't been able to push one across. The hits have come in waves. Had a hit in the last 4 innings.
Up to bat now, Isaac Sturgis, the center fielder in today's game. Takes that one up high, a 1-0 count to kick things off here. To our no doubt surprise, this is the lowest amount of runs the Falmouth Commodores have scored against the Kettleers to kick things off in the frame. Did lose 8-2, so I should say the least amount of runs scored altogether. This frame, the Kettleers had 8 runs in their last dance back on the 8th. It's a shock. Expect a little bit more offense out of both of these teams, but speaks to the testament of the pitching staffs. Kick up and delivery from Cantrell on the outside by the knees of Isaac Sturgis. Dancing out of the way for a 3-0 hitters count to kick things off with 1 out on the board.
Yeah, maybe no scouting report on Christian Aiello, part of it. First appearance on the Cape. No TrackMan data, perhaps. Could have been a reason.
Isaac Sturgis takes this one on the outside, rewarded with the first walk of this half inning. Kettleers have reached in a couple of innings so far this stretch. You've had at least 6 stranded in today's game. That was one of the keys that we mentioned earlier, is limit the amount of guys left on base. Kettleers still have yet to bring in their first run of today's game. They came in close, though, with the 6th. Noah Coy was on 3rd for a double play. Knocked him out of the frame. So Isaac Sturgis aboard on 1st. A bit of curve action to Will Plattner, today's designated hitter. His first game in 7 days since being placed on the IL, a lower body injury. 1-0 count to kick things off for the kid out of Bama.
Close over there.
I'm surprised that the Cats haven't tried to play a little more small ball, try to push the first run across.
The 1-0. Big swing coming out of the bat of 28. Could not wrap around that one, make it a 1-1 count here. This lovely Friday evening at Lowell Park. Started right at 5 p.m., so almost hitting the 2-hour mark here the next couple of minutes. As the sky darkens, it'll be firework night here. 3-0 the score. The 0-1-1 pitch. Swing right above the glove of today's backstop out of Falmouth, Dallas Brooks. The dust emanating out of that one. Will Plattner hanging around. Get a 1-2 count.
That was pretty cool. Cool looking. I think Plattner likes that high fastball. He's gone after it a couple of times in this at-bat alone.
The 1-2 with 1 out on the board from Cantrell. One dish back towards us. Takes a piece of the pitch clock with it. It's the second time we've seen that happen here at Lowell Park this season, at least in dramatic fashion. Plattner's fighting to stay alive in this at-bat. Another toss-up from Cantrell. This one grounded into the middle infield and rolling through for a base knock. Isaac Sturgis will advance to second. Will Plattner gets his hit on the day. How about that, kid?
Sure. Base hit, back up the gut. And all right, tying run at the plate, second time in as many innings. Yeah, have a hit, Ryan.
Ryan Taransky would break the hitless streak of Kettleers going up and down the way. Looks like we've got a pitching change. Fisher Cantrell's evening will be done here in just a sec. We'll get you caught up with the new arm out of the bullpen for Falmouth when we come back on Cape League TV.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
A lot of action coming to you still in the bottom of the 7th. It's the second time that Jack Doms, the manager for the Falmouth Commodores, has made a pitching change with 2 runners aboard in this stretch. Fisher Cantrell's day is done, and that brings in the lefty out of Louisville, Carson Murphy.
Yeah, Carson Murphy, a guy who's familiar with the Kettleers. In fact, his ERA is 4.32. It probably wouldn't be if he didn't pitch in the game against the Kettleers. 2-0 on the year. This will be his 3rd appearance, 4 earned runs, 7 walks, 11 strikeouts. His appearance against the Kettleers back on the 3rd did not go his way. 3 innings pitched. He ate some middle innings that the Commodores really needed, but gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, and gave up a homer as well to Brady Chrisman.
So Chrisman's only homer on the season earned him home run derby honors. Get him there on Saturday before tomorrow's All-Star game. That would also be the game on the 3rd that Liam was just referencing, where both starting pitchers would be pulled at least with 1 inning of work. It's a high-scoring game. Kettleers looking to deal a little bit of damage here against an arm they know all too well. Ryan Taransky in the box, but first a check back towards second. Just to remind you of the base runners, Isaac Sturgis walked with a 3-0 count back in to kick things off after a flyout from Jesse DiMaggio to right field. Isaac Sturgis getting to first. Will Plattner had the nice single going up through the middle to get him and Sturgis advanced on the base pass. Ryan Taransky broke up the no-hitter on the day for Christian Ailio. Had a single and then stole a base, his 2nd of the season. Yet to see a walk in today's game. He leads the team with 20 overall. Chance to load the bases here, and you've got your leadoff guy, Noah Coy, ready to go in the on-deck circle. Taransky watches this one and takes the swing. That a 1-1 count to even things up for the kid out of Cincinnati.
Yeah, he was fooled on that one, and he's given some comms back to Coy in the on-deck circle. Way out in front of that left-on-left breaking ball.
Case and Murphy with 2 runners on and 1 out. Wrapping around that one, but unsuccessful is the bat of Ryan Taransky. A 1-2 count to get things going for him. The single had a similar 1-2 count back in the 3rd. Able to hash that one out towards left center field. Gets himself going there. Taransky with the 1-2. This one fished up high and popped out towards left field, running over it. It'll fall between the left fielder and shortstop. Isaac Sturgis looking to come home for the first run of the game. He will be safe. There you go. 3-1 the Kettleers in the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Taransky finds the single again, gets himself over to first. Runners advance, and you bring home the first of the day.
Felt like only a matter of time. There's been some loud contact all day from the Kettleers offensively. They've stranded some runners on base, and finally you get the better end of the baseball. Ryan Taransky doesn't hit one hard, probably one of his softest singles of the year, but he finds a spot in the green grass in left field, and a run comes in to score. It's 3-1. The Kettleers still trailing by 2. Now the leading run due up to the plate.
For kids and experience, they'll never forget. That's
RBI single for Ryan Taransky. Make that 7 RBI on the season. For today's left fielder, he will advance Will Plattner to second. Taransky himself on first. Put the ball between Carter White, the left fielder, and the shortstop, Drew Turpins. A little bit of sunlight action. Could have been interference. No doubt about it. You bring a run home. Noah Coy pops this one out towards left center field in similar fashion. 2 outfielders underneath it, and Carter White, today's left fielder, puts away Coy with a dangerous spot there.
Come on, Noah. You got to hit it softer. Didn't you learn from Ryan? Going after second pitch of that at-bat. Little jammer. Jam shot. Left on left. Can be tough. It's okay, though. You still have Dawson Park coming up with the tying run on first base. Dawson Park, we've seen him put a ball in the gap multiple times this year.
Absolutely.
4 2-baggers. Why not a 5th?
Dawson Park walked in his last at-bat. Takes a fast swing down low on the first pitch he sees. No 1 count to kick things off.
Yeah, getting a little aggressive there on the first one, expanding the zone, trying to do damage, thinking that Murphy's going to come into the zone with that first pitch. But did not. Gets the chase, gets the strike. Oh.
Breaking ball action there for strike 2.
Oh.
What an absolute drop on that one.
Yeah, that one late, diving, sharp break. Good pitch. Murphy's in the driver's seat.
The 0-2. Dawson Park goes fishing, does not come back with anything successful, and you strand 2 runners on, but not before the first run of the Kettleers as Knight comes in to score. Isaac Sturgis makes his way home off an RBI single from the bat of Ryan Taransky. It's 3-1 here as we get set for the top of the 8th on Cape League TV.
Proudly serving Cape Cod, Plymouth, and the South Shore since 1927, Paul J. Kettleers and Sons are here to solve your roofing, siding, or gutter needs. They also offer window replacement, rotten trim repair, deck resurfacing, and many other exterior improvements. Get in touch with the experts at Kettleers Roofing and Siding by calling 508-428-1177 or head to their website at cazealt.com. That's CAZEAULT.com.
Cape and Coast Bank has been supporting Cape Cod families since 1921. Just like the Kettleers, they believe in teamwork, commitment, and community. Whether you're planning your next big move or need smart business advice, Cape and Coast Bank is there to help. Find out more by visiting capeandcoastbank.com or at their nearby location off Falmouth Road in Marston's Mills.
Hey Cats fans, this is Ryan Taransky, outfielder from the University of Cincinnati. You're listening to Kettleers Baseball on Cape League TV.
3-1 the score as we enter the 8th inning. Kettleers back on the defensive end of things, looking to silence Falmouth bats for another outing in a row. Ryan Buckler back up on the mound, but hey, we've got the All-Star game tomorrow at White House Field. A lot of excitement filling the air. There's 5 position players and 2 pitchers for the Cotuit Kettleers. They dance a lot with Falmouth and Bourne with the most amount of West Division players selected. And your middle infield, Noah Coy, Dawson Park, J.J. Moran headed on that end. Your backstop, Jesse DiMaggio, Landon Beaver in the outfield. All of them are playing in today's game. Toss and foul ball over towards the right side for the first pitch faced off by A.J. Putty, the first baseman in today's game. Not sure if we'll see the other 2 All-Stars. They may want to rest before they have to throw a couple pitches in tomorrow's game. Chase Vandermeed and Truett Manuel. Ryan Buckler seems to have things under control here in the top of the 8th. In delivery, this one sent out towards center field. Isaac Sturgis trotting below it, flips up the glove nonchalantly and puts away the first out of the 8th.
Well, we were just talking about off air how this could be Buckler's game, Brooke, and you kind of alluded to it, but he's kind of been the 3-inning guy, 3-4 inning guy. Bridge to the end of the ball game, and he's been really good in that role, so why not? He's also pitched well in that role to Falmouth this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the 3rd.
Yeah, on the 3rd, he ate a couple innings, and look, he eventually got the loss, but it was definitely a nod, an understanding in the ball club that
I don't think anyone pitched better than him.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, the offense was explosive for Falmouth, and Buckler did a great job just limiting the damage as much as possible.
Buckler with the 1-0 count. After a nice fly out off the bat of A.J. Putty, kicks and delivers this one. Foul tip down the line. It's like it could have stayed fair, not for a couple of inches. Jake Hanley rushing to stop that one. No need. Make that a 1-1 count. So 1s across the board. You got 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the top of the 8th inning, Cotuit down 3-1 against Falmouth. 3rd place in the West Division in sight. This one grounded in the infield. Noah Coy turning to make the nice 4-3, and there you have it. 2 up, 2 down. Ryan Buckler only needing a handful of pitches to get his way, and you've got 1 more batter to face before you can get back on offense.
Throwing strikes, getting weak contact. That's what Ryan Buckler's been known for this season. He's a big-time starter last year. Who knows? Get going towards the end of the month of July before the All-Star break. Could see him back in a starter role at some point.
Buckler would take advantage of that role last season. This one clips the zone. 0-1 to start things off for Ty Konis.
That's a really good pitch. That breaking ball, I really like it. I really like it.
Buckler with the 0-1 delivery. Another line drive down in the middle of the infield. Noah Coy with another 4-3 play, and there you go. 3 up, 3 down for Ryan Buckler. He needs the compliment, though, from his offense to get things going. It's a 3-1 score. Falmouth and Cotuit duke it out for the 3rd place in the West Division here on Cape League TV.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Bottom of the 8th, live action coming to you from Lowell Park. Kettleers still looking to fight back against a 3-1 deficit against the Falmouth Commodores. And we're going to take a quick second, though, to look at this next stretch of games that you can expect after the 2-day All-Star break. It's going to be a heavy one. The Kettleers have 7 straight before a nice off day on the 27th. We'll head to YD at Red Wilson Field for a 4:30 matchup on the 20th. Home against Chatham at 4:30 on the 21st. A home game at, or away game at Bourne, and then back-to-back home matchups against YD and Wareham to kick things off for the next 5 games. Kettleers will relish a 2-day break, though, in between that stretch. The first ball to Jake Hanley, called strike 1 off the arm of Carson Murphy. Looking to deal out what was a tight 7th inning stretch. He had all 3 bases on at one point. Isaac Sturgis would come in off the RBI single from Ryan Taransky for the first run of the game. A 1-1 count to Jake Hanley. He advanced in the 6th off a fielder's choice. Still looking for an advance on his own behalf, either a walk or a single.
And I think the upcoming schedule, if anything, that's why this game means so much. You've got 2 off days, and then you play 7 games in a row. Sometimes it's hard. You can get lost in those stretches. Going into that stretch, 3rd in the West, that's a big confidence boost.
Kettleers looking to add some insurance here, trying to bolster themselves over the top of a 2-run deficit. Hanley with a 2-2 count, looking to get himself aboard. Buckler was lights out, though, back in the top of the 8th, as this one is sailed towards left center field and gloved almost instantaneously, by Carter White. So a 7F, or F7, get things going here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 other guaranteed hitters, J.J. Moran and Landon Beaver, are due up. Kettleers with a couple more chances until you have to force the bottom of the 9th situation.
Yeah, time's now. Got to get some base runners against the relief arm, Murphy.
Dish out to J.J. Moran, called strike 1 in the lower corner of the zone. The next 3 batters, should Beaver survive, will be all-stars for the Kettleers. So J.J. Moran, Landon Beaver, Jesse DiMaggio. Something you probably think about when you're up pitching on the mound is who you're facing off against, and these guys have earned their title of all-star in the West Division.
Sure have. Big part of why this team has 10 wins and in a spot to be 3rd place in the West.
Sailing by the knee of J.J. Moran will be the 2nd ball of his at-bat. Moran has had a couple of close calls in today's game. The 4th inning was hit by a pitch on the first he would see. This one swung down low in the dirt, making a 2-2 count. But he walked at his last at-bat. He would fall victim to a 5-4-3 double play to finish off the 6th. 2-2 count. Wrung him out, says Joe Gravina, the home plate umpire, and J.J. Moran retreats back to the dugout. 2 up, 2 down, and another K added to the line of Carson Murphy.
That's just a good pitcher's pitch right there. He had gone to the breaking ball to the back foot the pitch previous and then froze him with a fastball. Nice pitching by Carson. 2 up, 2 down, 2nd strikeout.
Landon Beaver takes to the plate, had a single back in the 4th. Been looking for a hit past 7 or so at bats, was able to put one away. It's an 0-1 count for him. This one grounded in the middle infield. Tossing it is the third baseman for a 5-3 play. So back-to-back innings for both sides of the mound. It'll be 1-2-3 for Ryan Buckler in case Murphy gets himself out of a tight situation. To the ninth we go. Ryan Buckler steps back up onto the mound. It's 3-1 Falmouth here at Lowell Park on Cape League TV.
A Generac generator from Mercier delivers more than reliable backup power. It delivers peace of mind. Peace of mind that comes from knowing our expert technicians, knowledgeable staff, and emergency service team are here when you need us most. As one of New England's leading Generac generator dealers, RCA provides a 10-year warranty and regular maintenance services to ensure your home stays protected. RCA, powering your peace of mind.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Ninth inning. Ryan Buckler delivers as runner goes towards second. Jesse DiMaggio making the play. Dawson Park not in time with the touchdown. Drew Turpins advances over towards second base. And there you go, a little bit of dangerous base running action, trying to get some insurance runs on the board.
Taking off on a changeup. Picked a good pitch to go on, and it was a good throw from DiMaggio. Right on the money, just a little late. Going no pitch comp, you see that?
Kevin Gregor still in the box, a 2-1 count. Hashes this one over into the glove of Jake Hanley, will make the play to Ryan Buckler, steps on the bag, and 2 are gone, but not before Drew Turpins advances to third.
Could have had the chance for a double play there. Might have been a tough play for Hanley moving off the bag. Won't matter, runners on third. And now Buckler's got to get the top of the lineup.
No problem for him last time.
Fabio Peralta, one of the more dangerous hitters against the Kettleers so far this season, had a double back in the 5th. He's hit in every single game against Ket's pitching staff. Does this one go by the elbow, pulls back enough to survive, make that a 1-0 count. Kick things off for Fabio Peralta, the center fielder out of Miami. He'll dance around with 2 outs on the board, a runner 90 feet away. Kick and delivery on the outside corner, 2-0 hitters count for the leadoff hitter in the top of the 9th inning. Kettleers still down 3-1. King to close the top of the 9th out. The lefty awaits his deal. 2-0. The outside corner again. The curve just keeps landing on that left side out of the zone for Jesse DiMaggio.
It's a good pitch, though. Be better if you had a strike on the board.
Yeah, you can tell when a pitcher's on by the misses on the corners. Both of those were borderline pitches.
The 3-0. Straight down the zone, and there you go. Strike one called in favor of Ryan Buckler. Decides to turn to the heater on that one. Puts it away, and there you go. 3-1 on the board. Sunlight fading here at Lowell Park. Buckler delivers on the corner again. Misses. The issue's a walk, so runners will be on the corners to get things out. 2 outs on the board. The Kets have struggled in today's game when it comes to 2-out situations and runners on the bases. That will bring up Braden Jeffries, who singled in his last at-bat.
Oh, hey, look, just first walk for Buckler, 4th of the game for the Kets. Another lefty coming up, but expect a lot of change-ups from Buckler. Trying to get Jeffries out in front, roll him over. Right on cue.
First pitch on that similar stretch of the strike zone. 1-0 count. 2 outs on the board here in the top of the 9th.
Wouldn't be surprised if Peralta takes off on these next couple of pitches.
Watch the center fielder dancing, and there he goes. Jesse DiMaggio not popping too far out of the squat. A little bit of indifference there from the catcher.
Defensive indifference, no stolen bag. Late in the ball game.
1-1 count to Braden Jeffries, the lefty in the box, third baseman out of Michigan. 2 runners in scoring position for him. Foul tips that one back towards us over the Cotuit symbol behind the legs of Jesse DiMaggio. Ryan Buckler will receive a new ball. It's 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. Buckler just needs 1 more to put away Braden Jeffries. He'll stare down the mound. Hits his left foot dancing, kicks up and delivers. Hop up down the line, it'll roll into foul territory. So they'll hold things steady. J.J. Moran making a diving effort. Buckler was there to support if needed. No need, everyone will return to their rightful spots in the middle infield. Cats are dancing with the thought of darkness here. Still towards the end of the game, but another at-bat opportunity for the Cats going into the bottom of the 9th. Just need to put the 0 up here. $15 on the mound with a tight situation. 1-2 count, 2 outs on the board. Kick up and delivery. This one hashed out towards center field, dropping in front of Isaac Sturgis coming in to make the run. Be Drew Turpins advancing over to third. Fabio Peralta, it's an RBI single in favor of the second hole, Braden Jeffries.
Well, that's a terrible read by Fabio Peralta off of second. He went back to the second base bag. Had he been going on contact with 2 outs, he would have scored. Buckler and crew get a little lucky that Peralta was unaware of the situation. Run does come home to score, though. 3-run lead again for Falmouth.
Ryan Buckler still 2 outs on the board as he dishes this one for strike 1 to Carter White, today's left fielder. He had walked back in the first, hasn't had too much action, a lot of soft contact with a ground out into the glove of Noah Coy, and also unassisted play by Jake Hanley back in the 7th. Going on the play, be Braden Jeffries towards second. He'll be safe there. Runners in scoring position again. Back-to-back stretches for Ryan Buckler. It's crunch time. 2 outs on the board. 1-1 count. All you need is a nice play. Keep it in the infield. Turn it around, and you can head to the bottom of the 9th. Buck steps up and dishes. Foul, tip over to the glove of J.J. Moran, making the play at first, and there you go. Getting out of the inning, but not before surrendering 1 run. Kettleers have a chance here. Put up 4 runs to try and take the lead. It's 4-1 in favor of Falmouth going into the bottom of the 9th.
Proudly serving Cape Cod, Plymouth, and the South Shore since 1927, Paul J. Cazault & Sons are here to solve your roofing, siding, or gutter needs. They also offer window replacement, rotten trim repair, deck resurfacing, and many other exterior improvements. Get in touch with the experts at Cazault Roofing and Siding by calling 508-428-1177 or head to their website at cazault.com. That's CAZEAULT.com.
Cape & Coast Bank has been supporting Cape Cod families since 1921. Just like the Kettleers, they believe in teamwork, commitment, and community. Whether you're planning your next big move or need smart business advice, Cape & Coast Bank is there to help. Find out more by visiting capeandcoastbank.com or at their nearby location off Falmouth Road in Marston's Mills.
Hey Cats fans, this is Ryan Taransky, outfielder from the University of Cincinnati. You're listening to Kettleers Baseball on Cape League TV.
Carson Murphy returns for what could be the closing inning here. If the Kettleers can't put up at least 3 runs to knot things up at 4, we're in the bottom of the 9th here at Lowell Park. Kettleers and Falmouth Commodores duking it out for 3rd overall in the West Division, just shy of 12 games away from playoffs in another round. Still in the middle of July, Ketts so far this season with a 10-15-2 record, looking to add 11 going into the All-Star break tomorrow. Jesse DiMaggio, today's catcher, and one of those All-Stars steps up to bat. He's 0 for 3 on the day as he takes a big swing on the first pitch he sees off the glove of Carson Murphy.
I think that he went into that pitch thinking he was going to swing no matter what. That's what that looked like. Got a 7-game hit streak on the line right now.
Swings on a ball that drifts way far on the outside corner. An 0-2 count to kick things off early for Jesse DiMaggio. Kettleers need a little bit more of the patient at bat in this situation. Make it as long as you can. Don't want to fly out too early. This one coming over the heads of fans in the right grandstand here at Lowell Park. Patience is a virtue. We've seen it work in the favor of the Kettleers so far this game, driving up a couple of singles to those who have been patient. Jesse DiMaggio, the foul tip, and 2 strikes on the board. No outs here in the bottom of the 9th. Kick up and delivery from Murphy on the outside, or DiMaggio will take, so it's 1-2, the 92-mile-an-hour drifter. Cats need to put runners on. Got a 3-run deficit to catch up to. This one on the inside, curving back over into the glove of Dallas Brooks. 2-2 the count.
Yeah, it's the witching hour. Give the fans a reason to be happy about the fireworks.
Breaking ball action looping over the top, but not enough to corral the strike zone. 3-2 full count for DiMaggio, who started 0-2, battling his way back with some nice takes in this stretch. Looking to get a runner on here. Swings on a ball outside the zone, and he will be rung up for the first out here in the bottom of the 9th. Cats have 2 guaranteed batters left to go.
Well, it starts with a base runner. You need at least one, right? You got to get some runners on base. Sturgis is a good start. He's got speed. Get the line moving through the bottom of the order.
Isaac Sturgis had a 3-ball count before walking in the 7th as he fouls this one off towards the left. He'll then be brought home for the sole run on the scoreboard next to the Cotuit name. Tapping the bat back down, wrapping it around his head. For this one, and swings across the body, hoping that will remain fair, and it does not. They're saying it drifted into foul territory. It was a nice line drive, though, off the bat from Isaac Sturgis, and head coach Rob Cooper is going to step out to have a quick conversation. Home plate umpire Joe Gravino will call his first base Will Bowers in for a quick chat. Cooper definitely not happy with that call.
Yeah, and he shouldn't be. You can't overturn a foul ball, right? Can't happen. Impossible. But that looked fair. Been a couple of those that have looked fair for the Cats. Noah Coy had one earlier. Ended up striking out.
Isaac Sturgis seemed to agree on that play, was confidently.
Certainly.
Yeah, it's the second time in this game, too. Noah Coy had one earlier that was in the same spot. You can tell Scott McKeon, the first base coach, is heading over to look at the line right now to kind of examine things and see where the ball hit.
He's checking it out with first baseman A.J. Putty, too. So a lot of conversation going on. Couple words being shared between Coop and Home Blue. Play will resume. It's an 0-2 count for Isaac Sturgis here in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out on the board. Ball never lies. The next pitch could determine that here.
True.
Pickup and delivery from Murphy. Sturgis confidently sends this one into fair territory down the left side, rounding the corner and choosing to stay back at first, and there you have it. Isaac Sturgis, the nice line drive that rolls into fair zone. Falmouth Commodores have a runner aboard here in the bottom of the 9th.
Another multi-hit day for Mr. Isaac Sturgis. And you're absolutely right. Ball don't lie. Base hit down the left field side. A little bit jammed. The infield shifted a little bit to the right. Sturgis doesn't care. He'll take his second single of the day. And look at that. He's starting to turn it on a little bit.
He's come in clutch when the Cats have needed him so far. Was the leadoff single back in the 5th. Would be a double play to get him out off the bat of Will Plattner, but Plattner had a single himself back in the 7th, so turning on the engines is the catcher out of Alabama, and there you have it. Ooh, right into the glove of the second baseman. Making the dive in is Isaac Sturgis, and that will be the ball game. A fly into the glove of the second baseman turns double killing. Isaac Sturgis not in time safely at first, and the Cotuit Kettleers drop another game to the Falmouth Commodores, sit in 4th place overall in the West Division as they fall to 10-16-2. Falmouth with an 11-15-2 record hold on to their 3rd place spot here at Lowell Park. And wow, what a bang play to finish things off here.
Yeah, certainly some hard-hit baseballs. That was kind of the epitome of the day for the Kettleers. Almost matched the Commodores in hits. Just not able to put any across besides the one. Loud contact was finding gloves, and unfortunately the 3rd spot in the West will belong to the Commodores.
For the time being, there's still a good amount of baseball to play as the Cats finish up game 28 of the regular season. Still got a handful, but a well-deserved 2-day break coming up here tomorrow with the All-Star break. 7 Kettleers participating in that. Then you got a break on Sunday with the off day, and then you come back for 7 straight games. Kettleers are starting to figure out the kinks, though, getting themselves set. You start off the iffy performance in the first inning from Grady Bivens before he kicks on the Jets and forces Falmouth to really get to stepping before Hayes Melville also in a tight situation coming in and has himself a nice 1-2-3. And then Ryan Buckler, the closer in today's game, going across 3 innings of work, keeping Falmouth at bay as best as he could. The offense just needed to complement. Only 1 run. Isaac Sturgis driven in off the single by Ryan Taransky. Could not get it done here tonight. It's a lot of tension between these two teams, and they'll face off one last time at the end of July. That'll be a trip over to Gov Fuller Field. Falmouth Commodores will not return to Lowell Park for the time being. It's going to be a long stretch, but hey, good performance out of the pitching staff for the Kettleers.
Yeah, it was solid. You did everything. Everyone did what they were asked, right? You give up 4 runs in a game, and you should expect to win that game. But not the case tonight. Bivens started it out, 4 innings, an earned run, 2 strikeouts. He's going to get his 4th loss of the year. And, man, got a feel for him because he did pitch well outside of that first inning. He pitched very well. Even in that first inning, was able to really weather the storm. Buckler did his thing. But, yeah, get a couple of days off for the team. Regroup, reset, go back to work. And go on a hot streak. 7 games, 7 days. Why not win 5 of them? Why not win all 7? But, yeah, hopefully this weekend is a nice little reset.
For the Cotuit Kettleers.
Hello, will be awarded with the win. Brady Bivens with the loss. And Casey Murphy with his first save of the season. 2
Outing, 2 hits allowed, 3 Ks on the day for the arm out of Louisville. Kettleers, now with a new record of 10-16-2, are off the next 2 days, as Carson just mentioned, but will head over to Red Wilson Field on Monday to take on a hot YD team that has lost the past couple, 21-5-1, still atop the East Division, clinching their spot in the CCBL playoffs in the East Division. A lot to look forward to here, but we're going to wrap things up on the Kettleers Digital Network. It's been game 28 between the Cotuit Kettleers and the Falmouth Commodores. Carson Mercier, Liam Ervin, our production crew, Emily Stuckey, Adriana Leone, and our broadcast director, Joe Pratt. I've been Brooke Killgore saying it's another great day for baseball on Cape Cod Baseball.
Fire me up.